I think the guy told him like, you're gonna get banned this week.
One strat per map is enough.
One start per map.
Are you guys surprised to see them as your opponent in the quarterfinals?
Not really, considering the years they played.
You guys can be honest.
No, honestly.
All right, well, we got some semi-finalists at the table, and Janko, and me, I guess, and we're here to just have a chat. Yeah, we're going to have a little talk, a little bit about a preview of what's to come, discussion about the semi-finals themselves, and first things first, it is Wednesday, my dudes. It is, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's correct.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, my dudes, and you don't play till Saturday. How the hell are you expected to, like, kind of pause and unpause and keep that form? What's your plan of attack?
First of all, you need to have a day off.
Yeah.
And in the gamer schedule, no matter it's Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's just a day. You either have to play or you don't have to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like you're going to be keeping a certain scrim regime or...
You have to.
I will,
You do.
obviously. Yeah, but there is like a benefit that you have one day off and you have more time to prep against the enemies you potentially play, you see their game. On the other hand, they have the benefit of playing, knowing the setup, knowing how it is in the arena. But it's, as he said, we play every day, so it doesn't matter if it's 2 days off. If it was 5 days off, I would have, it's too much maybe, like you maybe even lose your form, confidence a bit. But if it's 2-3 days, then I think it's okay.
Do you have a preference between the two? Like having that extra game in the arena or just starting from a later stage?
I would prefer going quarterfinals. Like in some sense, I think the arena games are way more fun, so more of them more fun. But on the other end, the semis is going to be more intense. It's more intense when you play the semi-final on stage than the quarterfinals. But yeah, either way, you just want to get to the finals and play good Counter-Strike. But I would prefer quarter. You get the setup a bit. You get the feeling of it. Oh,
yeah. Same preference for you?
I'm pretty sure it's the same for me because the more you play, the more it's better because you have the feeling of the stage. You have basically you feel everything. So it's much better. And even though you play quarterfinal, if you're gonna play good, you're gonna get to the semi-final eventually. So
that's true too. Yeah. And for you, Mezzi, first one in the Lanxess.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I've heard good things, so I think even like talking to Zayu and Apex, they're like it's one of the best arenas I've had the chance to play in front of. So no, I'm looking forward to it.
It's your first time as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This is nice.
For you, Mezzi, and for you. See, he does his research. That's why he's the host. No, but it is. For me personally, it's one of my absolute favorite. Like the atmosphere in the Lanxess. I'm sure you've heard it, but I'm sure it's going to be magical. I've never played on it, and I'm sure it's going to be even more.
We didn't play as well, so it's fine.
Show much?
Not once. No? Not once. No. But I mean, yeah, dude, the fans. I think it's because there's no like favorite. There's no like
people
crowd shared favorite.
Yeah. It's not like
They're just cheering for the good games, the good players.
And it's huge.
Yeah, that too.
It's massive. Like just the size of the arena and how it looks like when you're on that stage is just crazy.
What's the capacity?
12K.
I think it's a little bit more than that.
Yeah, well, I think it's 18K, but overall the arena can host 18K. I think it's 12K for the... Well, someone told me from ESL.
Stage, yeah.
I think ESL, someone from ESL told me
Was it more in Paris?
Paris was 10K, I think.
Okay.
No, Paris was more.
I think it was more.
I didn't play there, so.
And did you play there?
No.
Oh, you didn't beat me. Your teammates beat me.
Oh yeah, you were 0-2, right? And then you came back grand final. Almost MVP.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh.
Would have been.
Would have been.
Yeah.
If
you won.
If not for Zayu.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy.
Pretty good.
Same feeling for us.
Yeah, being on his team, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think I saw your interview. It's like when Zayu has an ace in the pistol, it's like my opponents are gonna have a bad time.
He did it yesterday as well.
Yep.
Wow, 2 aces in one.
Yeah, it's insane. Like
not bad, huh?
when you have that start, even as a like for me, if you have that start, like you feel in the game. But when he has it, it's like.
Here we go.
His feeling is a greater feeling than what we have.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks like you're getting more comfortable on the anchor rolls.
Yeah, but if you watch what I play as an anchor, I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
Apex, you go A now. Apex, you go down.
Yeah, you're a flexible anchor.
Yeah, because I don't have the ability to just sit and do like. Not to do nothing, but to hold an angle for 20 seconds, I go crazy in my brain. Well, it's not even I go crazy.
Start shaking.
I cannot kill like that. I cannot do that and be a good player. Like
sure.
So I just Apex, can you come a bit, yeah, and then we
Let's
push
do
here, we push
something.
it, because it's just, I don't know, it's, for me, I love Counter-Strike when it's dynamic, when you move, when people push here, you move here, you move there, you don't have to stay in the, well, you can do that, right, sometimes it's really good as well, but I don't have the facilities for that.
Whose positions on the team do you want? Which player do you want to swap with you?
Well, I would be, no, actually, the dynamics are really good. It's like, me and Apex steal from each other a little. He likes my role.
He's known for his calmness and...
Yeah, he's a very calm player as well, so he lets me play his positions. No, but I guess some positions I would. There are some positions I don't want to play that Apex plays, like nuke outside. I don't want to be there. But on the other hand, connector on Mirage, it's a different story. So
It's fun, I can say that.
yes, so it's different. But yeah, there is just because I also like the anchor roles to some extent, but I want to mix in a bit, right? I want to enjoy the game more.
Give me the worst anchor role ever.
Give what you say?
The worst anchor role in all the maps.
Well, I think Vertigo B-side.
Vertigo.
Be Vertigo, I think, whoa, I would start.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, you're playing.
Let the man talk.
playing there. Oh.
V Vertigo's. There's nothing to do.
Well, you hold wood or you hold boost.
Yeah.
And
You hold one boost, they boost the other one.
Yeah.
They want to execute, you're flashed, mollied, it's, yeah. I'd say.
Someone's got to be there, I guess.
Someone has to, yeah.
Best way to counter that is just push them before they can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just die in your own way.
Then they have a molly stairs, triple flash, and boost on V-lobby. Yeah, I used to play there, and then Magis realized I'm not gonna play there anymore. He took it, and then Mr. William joined the team, and he helped me as well.
Got the short stick, yeah.
Big, boy, I cannot play this side.
No.
I think Anubis B is also tough for me, but you.
Oh,
you
I hate
know well.
Anubis B is the worst.
Yeah,
It's tough, but
It's the worst.
yeah. So, some games are fun, but like sometimes you just can't do anything. Like flashes, mollies, like I don't know.
Yeah, I
and
had
you
a
try to
full-
push the upper holding you. Very nice.
I had a full
Honestly,
tutorial from Mezzi. I was just having like a nervous breakdown when I just landed in Riyadh. I was like, Mezzi, you play B, right? What do I do, man?
Yeah.
What do I do, man? How do I hold this site? It's so stressful. But yeah, someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Just don't. Why would you ever play Vertigo in your pugs?
Oh no, Nubis B site.
Oh, no, but
I was just getting run at by 5 SMGs and lurk smokes and flashes, and I was having a bad time.
You two play B on Anubis, right?
No, it's me and
You
Aleksi.
play A.
I play middle.
Oh, mid now.
Middle. Wait, who plays B with you?
Me and Aleksi.
Aleksi, okay. And you play Cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Aleksi is
The worst position ever.
Aleksi is
Bro, I will take B for Kiev.
yeah.
100%.
You just smoke, you get mollied.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Then you get double
made
molly,
molly
then
go.
you get flash, and then you get
Then they
pushed back.
have a new molly from T-spawn that you cannot enter Cave.
It feels like that everywhere they're on Anubis. Like even mid, they come with double mollies, they come with nades, flashes.
If the
A,
T
they
wants
smoke
something.
molly.
T's have a lot of advantage. But you know what gives me a lot of confidence on the Anubis T side? Is going to the con player and owning him every single time.
Wow, it's not
It's
nice.
so good. I just know the con player is having a rough time. Yeah. He's bringing the mood down on the team, and I'll be the.
I'm gonna ruin your
It's
day.
usually
I'm
the
gonna
star
win
players
it.
as well in the team. It's usually the star riflers and they get bullied. Some AK comes. And you always play against T-side players or Donk, Zayu,
JL.
Yeah.
JL. only MVPs, only MVPs.
Actually,
Yeah.
Only MVPs.
Yeah, nice work. Talking of T sides, have you seen the map stats? Everything is leaning. What was it? 4. Yanko's the expert. Was it 4 or 5 of the map pool? It's all T.
I think
favored.
everything besides Nuke in this tournament has
Right.
been T-sided.
Yeah, I mean, is that's not a surprise to you guys at the moment? Does it feel
No.
the game feel T-sided?
yeah.
Yeah,
It feels peaker sided.
Pika sided.
Like, even
yeah.
on CD side, you can. The thing with the advantageous peaks when you like swing, I feel like on the CD side you can do that too. Whenever a T is swinging, you counter swinging or like
Yeah.
you mess with his timing a little bit, and it feels so good to win that duel every single time because he's feeling super confident, and you just own him, and you know, okay, I got him there. He's not gonna be swinging next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, MP9s on City as well. Oh, it's so fun.
We have a meme in the team that when we have the first full buy, we're gonna play 5 MP9s.
Yeah.
Because it's just so
Oh, it's
overpowered.
so OP.
It's very.
And then you have next buy if you lost somehow.
You can buy MP9s again.
You've seen this buy that Furia did first and then Liquid, where they eco in the second round after losing pistol, just buy a pistol, no armor, maybe a nade, and then in the third round they buy just MP9s and small armor. So that's like
Everyone
their
has like 2K left.
yeah, and then if they lose that and they're 3-0 down, they still have like 5,000 because of 2,900. But have you seen that at all?
Yeah, we've seen it. We did it yesterday against the.
I thought what I was going to say. Yeah, I saw that.
Against Passport on Dust too. I think it's really. Well, I think if you have advantage, it's easier to do that because you would like a bound. But imagine if you, because you play CS right now, MR12, you have 2 rounds you might lose because even if you force, you start the game on 3-1, you don't even have an op, you have like some utility. The first buy round, you lose this round sometimes. The first buy round could be 6-1, and you're like, now we have an op and still some utility. Like, and I think it's nice to sometimes have a 3-1 and op and some rifles, and because right now it's tough. You don't have proper buy rounds. You cannot do aggressive stuff because the enemy knows you don't have stuff. It's just really hard.
Yeah, I think we saw that as well. For you guys, you looked really good in the groups. Obviously, getting straight into the semifinal, you're one of the teams that didn't make any changes, but the first half of the year didn't really end up the way you wanted. So, what were some of the things that you focused on coming into this season and perhaps this tournament in particular?
I think, there was a mixture of like in-game and out-of-game like stuff we focused on. I think we noticed in some of the tournaments we were lacking some energy, and like, of course, Apex is always going to be there to hype everyone up. But I think for us, like I know before Magisk was another guy that was doing it. So I think it's kind of putting that focus on, because I think we can definitely tell the difference when we're all getting hyped. And I think this group stage and even the tournament before, we were kind of trying to put more energy into this, and it's helping. And then also in game, I think we were just like the first part of the season obviously was a bit disappointing because we didn't win anything, but we made deep runs in most of the tournaments. But like I think we just lacked sometimes like the foundation, just the communication was a bit off, and especially on CT sides we struggled a lot. I think T sides were never really much of a problem, but CT side, we were just, it's always just like the foundations, the communication, and just playing off like the basic team play we were just lacking sometimes. And it's kind of what we put a lot of time into, making sure that the site partners, like especially for me and Spinks, we're playing a lot of sites together, just that we're always like communicating like this, like at a higher level, because sometimes we were just like lower energy, not communicating all the extra details and stuff. So something that we tried to work on a lot.
And I think for you guys as well, throughout, this year, whenever someone gives an interview, you guys talk a lot about boot camps and how, Blade is talking, we didn't have time to boot camp, so we're struggling a little bit with form. Or for example, coming into this season, you guys did have one, you're looking amazing. What is it that you get the most out of the boot camp? Is it, protocols and just adding stuff in game, or is it a little bit some of the stuff that Mazzy was talking about, just relationships and atmosphere and that sort of thing?
Okay, I'll say. Boot camps overall, it's more helpful than playing online. And basically in boot camp we did basically the same things like we were doing online, but we are there, like close to each other. We see everyone what is he doing. We see everyone that is paying attention to this, because who knows at home, maybe, I don't know, your girlfriend comes asking you something, your dog barking and stuff, and you never know what happens, And in boot camps you put a lot of more focus. Then we basically have the same routine, because at home you might have the different one. And then I think that's it pretty much. We put a lot of focus in it, and we remember stuff that we usually have to do.
Maybe we can shift focus a bit to the brackets themselves. I'm sure you guys have looked at them once or twice. But maybe we could talk a little bit about those quarterfinals. First things first, who's got the harder side of the bracket? What do we reckon, guys?
The thing is, who is the other group? G2 and Mouzport.
Yeah. G2 Mouz, yeah.
And you beat Mouz last time, right?
Yeah, also
Yes.
G2 a couple of times.
The thing is, I think the other bracket is stronger, but I think Navi just has a way to deal with G2. Right now they're winning 13-1, 13-3, 13-2. They're playing crazy. But against Navi there is something, I don't know, there is like the nemesis. So I don't think there is like a easier bracket, harder, but I think Mouzport and who do we have? SAW and
Faze.
I think SAW and Faze are good, but I think Mouzport and G2 are better than SAW, and obviously better than SAW, but than Faze as well. Like G2, I think they're playing a really good CS now. So I think Navi are, they're playing the best right now. So I think it's really, and you have a way of handling those two. So yeah, actually with G2, I have no idea. They cannot beat you guys. Janko is probably.
I'm fine.
It's full tilt.
I think he said the same
I
thing
got
to me.
out of the job, you know, to not care about that sort of a thing, right? So just objectively enjoying the games.
Yeah.
But I think their bracket is obviously harder. Just that ours is. It's just that they have a way of dealing with those teams. So.
Yeah.
But I think form-wise, like I agree with you, maybe ours is harder a bit, but bro, everyone can beat anyone here.
Yeah.
So, so beat G2 2-0, so took us nuke, we had streak on the nuke. So it's everyone can beat everyone. If you're not prepared and if you don't have the details that you need,
Yeah. Saw's nuke. Do you think they could rival Faze's nuke? Do you think that? No.
No. I think
you had a good game against them on that. But like they pushed you on nuke, right?
They beat them.
Yeah, they beat us. But I don't think we showed up as a team there.
Okay.
Like, they did a heavy anti-shot on us, for sure. I'm not gonna lie, I got bullied a little bit on his side. But, yeah, I don't think we showed up.
Okay.
We were really surprised they picked Nuke because it's our kind of second best map. We had a streak on Nuke and Mirage. And they just picked us. We got caught by surprise, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, respect to
Do
Saw.
do you think now that we're gonna move into the arena that they'll have a chance against FaZe as well?
Yeah.
Well, I think so. Cheaters. I think they're cheating. Since 2020, I play them online games. But these guys, they shoot so hard. I saw against them on Nuke. I was watching like 6 rounds, but they're shooting like crazy.
Yeah.
They get headshots I've never seen in Counter Strike.
the thing with them, they are not afraid to pick. They are not afraid to push.
They wanna
None
fight.
of them. They are just, okay, if I have to wide, I'm going to wide you, even if I'm alone.
Yeah.
So maybe on the stage it's going to be a bit different because you never know how they're going to react. Maybe they have nerves, maybe, who knows. But
Maybe they got
if-
a boost.
maybe, who knows. But if they're going to keep the same thing, with the anti-stat and stuff like this, I think Barry is doing a good job there as well.
That's a newish
Yes.
addition, right?
Yeah.
Like I know Barry from Lanxess because he was coaching him in Sprout.
Right.
And yeah, if he's gonna keep the same, I think they can do some damage against FaZe as well.
Damn.
FaZe on stage as well, though. I think even though they're not looked the best recently, I think on stage that you never know.
They get buffed.
That's a minus for Saul. So
Yeah.
like,
and also the comeback they just made.
Did you
against
watch that
Liquid.
game?
Yeah,
Did we
it's
all
just-
watch that game?
yes.
That was crazy.
I was
So-
screaming, bro. I was screaming. I have a KFC in my hand. It just went cold because I was just watching it the whole time.
So you cheat for FaZe.
Sorry?
You cheat for FaZe.
I actually I text the boys on WhatsApp. I said, why am I nervous for Liquid on the change of the half?
Same.
On like 12-5.
Yeah, well, I was like, why? And you know what Yanko says? He's like, they're fine, dude. And then I'm just like,
Jason Moses says, "It's the new Liquid. You know, don't worry about it."
oh my God. And I was just screaming at my television. It was crazy exciting. Yeah, well played. I mean, Robs looked like he did refuse to
Yeah.
quit.
He's back.
Yeah.
But I
well,
think-
chose a good time.
I think that game is a great example of pressure and what pressure does to teams and what it does to players. You know, you guys have excelled at under pressure in Copenhagen, right? I think that's the main reason why you were able to lift the trophy. While unfortunately for you guys, sometimes that's been an issue where even though you look good for the majority of the tournament, sometimes at the worst time things fall apart. So what is it that causes that to happen? Really, in your guys' opinion?
Well, I think in many situations we overestimated how. Wait, am I correct in this? Overestimated how good we thought we were.
Ooh.
Like so, in some sense, like we underestimated the enemy in some games, and we overestimated how good we think we are in our brain, and we came to matches and we were not prepared for those matches, like in our individual form. I think specifically against FaZe in the major, I think it's stress that choked us in, like we strangled ourselves in some sense, and Pro League final, I don't even.
Mouz just put us.
They just bashed us, like, they just bullied us. But it was also, the thing is, it was very tough this final because it's our fault obviously, but we came and it's like Pro League is like a studio event. Even the grand final there is like 40 fans, and we don't really have energy that boosts us. Like, you know, this is a grand final, because usually a grand final that we played against FaZe in last year, it was, you know, there was a crowd cheering and it's way different for us players. So, and imagine Apex and Zawi, they're playing for 6 years on stages, semis, finals. So it was this final was very tough and we were not prepared. But it was also in some games we lost due to, I wouldn't say stress, but I would just say that we were lacking the energy to support each other when it gets tougher, which that's what you have in the end. That's why you're in a team. But yeah, I think that it's just part of every team progress in some sense, and some people skip it by doing correct decisions, and sometimes your decisions are not going to be the best for that.
And Dallas was just Stewie.
Stop it.
That was a script. It was a script.
that's good.
We had
By
to
the way,
give-
off topic. About you saw Faze celebration after they won.
Face celebration.
Faze celebration,
yeah.
yes. Bro, I think Frozen was like a fucking gangster. I swear to God, you saw how he stood up like this,
Yeah.
like
The high five.
high five to ropes,
Yeah.
and then to Neo, boom, like this. And then, bro, he looked like a fucking gangster, I swear to God.
The reason I sent that text to Yanko saying, why am I nervous for Liquid? It was because like it was like a 1v1 and it cut to Frozen afterwards and he was just halfway through drinking a water bottle that was like, oh, we could be eliminated right now. And he was just drinking his water bottle and he was like, oh, we won. And he just like screws his bottle. I was like, well, I guess we'll play again. I was just like, fuck.
And also, I didn't see ever. I'm not sure if I'm wrong, but I never seen Rain standing up like this, insta, boom, like
Yes,
face.
I have never seen him probably do that even when we won a couple of tournaments, but that was crazy. I just wanted to, on the flip side of what FlameZ said, I want to ask you, JL, because you're the reigning major MVP. You had an incredible tournament there. That's the highest pressure environment in Counter-Strike. So what do you think is, in your opinion, what's key to perform in those games?
I think you can look at pressure in two ways. You can either let pressure sink you down, you can get affected by it, or just understand that you're feeling this pressure because you're excited to be here. You want to be here, this is what you play for every single day, this is your goal. And now it's your time to enjoy the moment because you made it here. And there's just last step. Win a couple of maps, win the tournament, and they're going to be there.
And then
So,
party.
It makes it sound so simple.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I actually missed the after party at Copenhagen.
Ah, it was horrible, mate.
Not sad then.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, it's always horrible when you lose. It's much better when you won the match.
Even when I was in OG and we went last place as well, I was just waiting for the after. I stayed in the event, I was waiting, but this after party, man, there was nothing to do. The food was horrible. And I'm there usually for the food, you know. I really like to just munch on those little sandwiches.
Yeah, man.
But in this after party, there was seven people dancing, and then the others were just interacting between themselves. You have the Brazilian people over there, the German people over there, and usually after party you wanna mix up, you know.
Yeah, like a school disco. Everyone was just standing in their own.
It wasn't good. And you were the major MVP, man. You could.
I mean,
Chilling your
I'm not gonna
bed.
lie. It took me because I went down once to get some drinks, and it took me about 40 minutes to go from the elevator to the bar, take a couple of drinks, and then go back up to my room.
Yeah.
It took me 40 minutes.
But also the security was so crazy and it was so tough.
It's not about the queue. It's just that people were stopping me, and I was just.
Yeah.
I was not.
Fame.
I couldn't say.
Must be nice.
I couldn't just tell them. I mean, I wanted to speak to them, but I also wanted to get my stuff done. But I can't tell them I'm in a hurry.
Yeah.
So it took me about 40 minutes. I didn't come back.
Like you wanna be nice, but
Yeah.
I didn't come back. I just sent
Learn
someone
your
to get
lesson.
some-
yeah.
too much.
I wanted to ask you, on top of this pressure conversation, we always hear the word system. In fact, I feel like I hear the word system more often in NAVI interviews and in NAVI dialogue than I do with the other teams sometimes. What is system just kind of a word to all of you? Why are you both looking at each other? You got a system? I'm sure.
Blade is like the dictator.
That's what I was. That's what I was gonna. This is
so funny.
This is where that question's going. You know, is that a kind of is that a word that kind of all encompassing the Blade mindset for competitive shit? Dictatorship.
What was the question?
the system.
The system.
system.
What does the system constitute? Is it essentially just a word you use to cover all of Blade's kind of demands for the team?
I feel like it's just a way of playing CS and the way we understand it. Because if we have a system and we understand the game universally, you can fit into the system. But if you don't understand how we want to play CS, you won't be able to fit in it. There's sometimes you'll have a gap there. You won't do it that way.
So it's like a philosophy
It's
as well.
basically a play style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, for example, different teams have different play styles. We have our play style,
Right.
and then we call it system.
And your system is something that's always evolving, as is
Yes.
everyone's style, right?
Yes.
But like you kind of add pieces, take pieces away.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, I see. Your system's looking pretty polished at the moment, boys.
We're on the way there.
On the way.
You gotta give us some insights about Blade. Well, all my career, I want to hear what the fuck does it do different.
It's not about what he does different. He's always very honest with himself and us. And you said you were a bit delusional of being a better team than you actually were. When we win games or we lose games, more often when we win games, he says you have to stay in reality. You cannot be deluded that you are gonna stay that way the whole time. Even after winning the major, it's like we won it because we played better, but we're for sure not gonna keep up the same form. So you have to focus because
It's not over.
it's not over. You're not even halfway there, and And then after losing EPL and Dallas, we understood what he meant. So he's very honest.
Yeah.
I think also you guys are playing better individually, everyone. You can see the confidence in the games you play and in the duels. How much of that comes from just feeling better individually with yourself, but how much does it come from the confidence in your play style, right? And just knowing in rounds, like you're so drilled and you've done it so many, and you have such a good vision, such a good understanding of what's happening on the map, that gives you confidence in fights and so on.
I mean, the thing is with this system playstyle that we have, it's we have the anti-style, we have the scripts from the beginning, but you don't have to stay scripted till the end because, for example, if I go outside on nuke and I die, everything changed. If Busti kills one indoor, everything changed, and then we have to be very quick in decisions, and then everyone that has like a good space on the map, he's either need to take space or to speak about it or to do something about it. Don't stay quiet, just...
I've always been curious, like how much of that is just kind of mid-rounds, like, boys, I have this, let's do this, and it's kind of off the fly, or how much of it is like something we used to talk about way back in the day, Janko, is like the way the Brazilians would work through it, where they'd actually, in their practice, discuss reactions to mid-round scenarios. Like, if Imma dies yard early, we have X, Y, and Z as like...
Yes.
So those are outlined already.
Yes, basically this we speak more in the practice or in the reviews, but in-game it goes mostly like quick words. So you need to be quick, and then we see if we did the correct move or no.
Right, okay. And then you win if those, more often than not, those are the right choices.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think also, you mentioned FlameZ, in some of those tournaments, maybe you felt you were too good and whatnot. Where do you feel you stand now as a team?
Right now, we're not the best, and we're not like... You can argue that we can play like top 3 team, but sometimes we're not there as a top 3 team. But I think it wasn't like we thought we were the best, and we just... there is a... As JL said, like, what's your name, Justinas?
Yeah.
Yes, Justinas. Well, I pulled it out of the fire.
Not bad, man, not bad.
So as he said, there is pressure gives you the benefit of, you might, like, it means something to you. You're nervous, but you know that it's good. Like, you're gonna move better in the game because you're stressed in some sense. And for us, we didn't have this fear, when we played Pro League final against Mouse Sports. Last time we played against them, we destroyed them. So we didn't have this the fear that you need to feel like, you want to feel nervous a bit. Because if you don't feel nervous, it's like this final is just, you don't have the energy to go out of your like small bubble in those hard games. And against G2, they had still win. It's not like we think we're better than them, but we just don't fear them enough in some sense, which goes against us. And you want to play every game. You would like to play with some stress, with some like you might lose this game, you might win this game. You don't know how it's gonna be. These games are the most fun in Counter-Strike, like that. They go. So this is what I meant with the...
And it sounds like that's kind of what Blade is keep making sure Navi have, is that they maintain a bit of that fear. Hey, you did well, but you can still go wrong. It can still go wrong. Your job is not done. That keeps, ideally, it would keep the team in a bit more of a fearful state. Fearful's not the right word, but you know what I mean.
But it was for us in the opponent, because if we played Faze in the Dallas final, I think we would have played way better Counter-Strike, right? Also, so it's something with the opponent that gave us like an edge, because we were like, okay, we're playing Fatesland today, so we need to step up, guys. And we're playing whoever team it was that was like really good at that time on the semi, when we play Spirit in London. Sorry, no, in Dallas.
In Dallas.
We beat them in Dallas. We were like really, really excited for this match, because it was like we never played against them. They're really good. They've been showing like really promising. Donkey's crazy, and we want to beat them. We want to show that we're better. And then in London, we were lacking this power, because we beat them. It was so it was like we lacked the fear regarding the opponent, which in some sense like it's in your consciousness.
Your desire, like how much you want the win.
Yeah. Yes, and sometimes it's in your brain and you don't even notice it that you, we played Gamer Legion in Blast, the first game, and we're like, and as Ivan said, sometimes you might lose to anyone in Counter-Strike right now. Like one of the, they just bullied G2, Then Mongols, they bully Spirit. Like, what the fuck is happening, right? Top 5 against top 26, and it is competitive still.
Yeah.
Navi is feeling great because Spirit is the one that's giving you guys issues. They're not here anymore.
They're not here anymore.
But I wanted to ask you about your side of the bracket simply because you've just played both G2 and Mouz recently. They're going up against each other. So how do you think that matchup is going to go the quarterfinal?
I think depends who are we playing. For example, if I go with Mouz, I think, like in my opinion, I think G2 is gonna be way stronger than Mouz. I think they're gonna beat them. But with Mouz, we might have like an easy life because we know how they play. We never played them before last game. It was in London, right?
EWC.
EWC, yes.
Quarterfinal.
And then now we know how they think and how they play against us, and we know how to prepare. But against G2, for example, I think it's gonna be even harder than before because now they have a very, very good form. And then even though if their strats maybe not working, they just pick you and kill you. And then what can you do against this? So
Peek them and kill them.
obviously pick them and kill them. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a bit tougher against them. But like I said, who knows what happens? We're gonna prepare like we prepared every time, and then.
Would you give it the same odds? Do you think G2 have the edge over Mouz? What, like 60-40, 70-30, something like that?
I say like 80-20. But
Yeah.
the thing with G2, every single time we beat them, the next time I'm more fearful we're going to lose this time. Because obviously they have to learn something.
What is your scale now?
You would think.
Yeah, but then every single
It's about fucking time. Like,
everyone thinks, G2 is... The thing is, we're always underdogs against G2 and we still keep winning them, so...
Actually, that's crazy.
Guys.
Every time we beat them, and then we were watching, and then we are like the underdogs every time.
But the first time we become
Even at
the top,
EWC?
Yes, we are underdogs.
this is crazy.
It's a lot of easy money for people out there.
Underdogs as in the fans' opinions.
Yes.
No, the fans and also
The odds.
the HLTV org, when you look at the down
the
below, there's like
yeah.
odds for the team.
But I think
We're
I think
always like 2 point
most
something.
CS players know that there is like some barrier that they cannot cross yet. But every time I see G2 against you guys, I'm like, man, it has to be like about time that something changes. And last time it was with they played with Malps, right, in EWC final. I was like, well, they're not prepared, but this is the time for them to be in the grand final. But
And then we lose the first map.
In OT.
Yeah, should have won that.
I think also what we've seen from you guys recently, especially at TWC, right? Even against Mouz, you lost the first map 13-1.
Our
And
map
then
pick.
came back and smashed them. Same thing happened against G2. Came back, smashed them on the other 2 maps. So you're one of the teams out there that undoubtedly has great mental fortitude, right? Is that just how your players are built mostly, or is it something that you actively work on within the team?
Actively work on. I don't think it's like actively working on. We lose a map and then we have to grind. But more of a when we need to step up. This is where we step up because I mean, obviously, you don't want to go to a tournament losing 2-0 or not coming back to the next map. But it's just that we understand that we're not here. We need to fire up. We need to step up as a team, as individuals, shoot heads, and try to enjoy the game a little bit more.
All right. I have a... Okay, so let's do it like this. With Vitality, why will you be the winners of IEM Cologne?
You can talk.
I think for us at the moment, we're hitting good form. I think individually speaking as well, I think, of course, I'm not playing the best CS, but I think feeling confident as individuals. I think we're feeling a lot closer as a team as well as the team chemistry. And yeah, I think it's all coming together at a good time. I think we did a lot of preparation even before EWC, obviously didn't go well there, but I think we know as a team, all the prep you do after a play break doesn't just come for the first tournament, it's for these big tournaments and throughout the whole year. So I think for us, it's all coming together at a good time, and we felt good in the groups and getting to a stage where we all feel confident and like feel good when we get that energy on the stage and feel the crowd. So I think, yeah, it's come at a good time for us.
Navi, same question.
You can say this.
What was the question?
Why will you win IEM Cologne?
Oh, because I mean, whoever we get in the semifinals, we're gonna beat them, and in the finals, I expect Vitality in the finals. And yeah, we never played against you guys.
On the finals, never.
But it's crazy because now you'll have something to play for.
Oh no.
That's really bad.
No, but
No. I have the answer. Why win? So you're gonna be in the finals, but I have to get revenge on Zavu.
That's a good.
we did
Sorry,
play
guys.
against each other, no?
Yeah, you beat us.
But when was the last time we played against you?
Blast World Final?
Game Marseille, no?
World
No,
final.
Blast World Final.
World final.
World final. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't play this year.
Yeah, you
again.
beat us 2-0 very fast.
It was the final? No, semis.
Semi.
Semis,
No,
yeah.
semis.
No, but I mean, the thing is, I hate not being, to exit the humbleness stage, because you never know. For me, it's up to God to decide who wins this, and everybody's story is going to be, NAVI, when they became a roster, I don't think anybody expected, any close to the form they were hitting. People were very judgeful in the start. I saw
Very
it-
judgeful.
and imagine the players are young. It's not like a team full of experienced players.
Thank you.
And also the people were very and then they win the major.
Yeah.
And people are still also Blade on an interview they're still not the best team in the world. And then they're hitting London final. It's still competitive, and it's not up to anyone to decide who's gonna win. It's you need to do your best. Obviously, as Justina said, you want to be as consistent. Even if you go out of a tournament, you don't want to lose 0-2 and just go not competitive. You want to always be competitive, and that's the main key. And any game I play, it might be let's say G2 against G2 in Dallas. I enjoyed the game so much, but we lost. Obviously, I would have been happier if we win. But that's it's enjoyment in the end. I didn't start
That's
playing
what it's
CS.
about.
I was planning to get salary and fly to Cologne. I was just enjoying it, right? So I think it's the route. But whoever is gonna win could be the least expected one. You never know.
Losing to a better team is always better than losing to yourself.
Yep.
Oh, bloody hell. We've got a future in
Damn.
philosophy over here.
It was pretty good, huh? Yeah. I actually watched the IGL podcast.
Yeah, how was it?
So good.
Boy, it's funny to see those three people together. Aleksi, Carrigan, and Apex. But I think it was.
They would have no problem talking for a good 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
It's one of the best YouTube-related videos I've ever seen.
I like the skits you guys do now. I think the skits are really funny.
Yeah, wait for my skit.
Yeah, you do the
It's
skits.
it's gonna be released today. Yeah.
Oh! I love how they abuse Senzo in the skits. They get him for everything, bro. It was skits even if it doesn't play the tournament.
The June one, I don't know why I loved it
Yeah, with the
so
mouse?
much. It's so well executed. No, the Lord of the Rings, but the June Aleksi
Yeah.
being-
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
Aleksi
okay,
Al-Gaib.
Aleksi Al-Gaib.
But the thing is, I don't watch those movies, shows, whatever they are, so I have no idea what is
That
You
would
just
help.
watch demos, right?
No.
It doesn't look like the type of person to watch them.
Okay.
You can ask him a tutorial how to open a demo.
Yeah.
Nah, but I watch is those YouTube videos, those povs. I like those because you can go fast forward, yes.
TikTok
But-
break.
Yeah. And if I watch the skybox thing, you watch the overview, I like this as well. But why do you get into demos? I don't watch those shows because it's 1 hour 40 minutes to watch a movie. I cannot.
He's got
I'm
the
going
TikTok
crazy.
brain.
Yeah.
No, but since I'm a child, even at school, I used to be, I'm on cocaine, I cannot sit.
I just want to make clear that he's not
He's not,
actually
no, he's not.
on.
Yeah. Why
Drugs
not?
are bad. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, we did a drug test yesterday.
Yeah, how
did
was
you do
that?
it as well?
Yes.
Is that your
Well,
first ever
we all
drug
did
test?
it.
Yes, boy, you have to put a tampon in your mouth. I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Saliva collector.
And then the saliva collector. And then they tell you to mix the saliva and just around whatever the collector is.
Yeah.
And it's a clothing thing. Boy, and it takes so much time. So much time.
It's so funny I put it the wrong way around. So
The blue. You're just there for 6 minutes. Maybe.
so you're supposed to put it this way in, but I put it this way. So the tampon was not collecting any saliva, and I just had so much saliva in my mouth. I'm like, is it working? Yeah, just wait. And I was there for 15 minutes on one. That's crazy.
But I like those two. I like those two girls. They were chill as fuck.
Yeah, they were funny.
Sophie and Michelle.
Oh, you got
Them from
them.
Buckinghamshire.
Buckinghamshire. You know this place?
I know the place. Yeah, I'm
It's
aware.
in England.
I was like, she's rich, huh? Buckingham Palace. Oh. But I like those surprises.
I like the Stop right there.
Out of context.
Yes, because I like when they surprise us. We just finished the game, drug test, and I thought it's like a pee in a cup thing.
Yeah, okay.
But then the saliva collector, I don't like this method.
The saliva.
I think after game,
You'll ask him for the cup next time.
Yeah, I put down the comments. I think pee in a cup, and then I did like the better mark. Like I think it's better but they said you have to pee 90 milliliter, which is.
That's not a lot.
That's not a lot of
90
liquid, is it?
900 maybe they said. Yeah,
900?
No way.
No, that's like almost a liter.
Bro, you just stay there for 8 hours
the whole day.
No. So 90 is nothing. Yeah, it's one session.
No,
Also, also, because after games you drink a lot in a game. After games,
That's
it's like a movie when you go to the movie and then you have to pee after the movie.
I thought you didn't
Yeah,
like
you
watch
did.
a movie.
Oh, he's calling
You have to sacrifice, guys. You have my mom and.
I think for you call like a 10-minute YouTube video is a movie. You know, he's like, here we go.
Yeah.
Sit through the whole thing.
No, I really like animes because it's like 20 minutes,
Yes,
15
yeah.
minutes short. But I started watching a Netflix series now, The Good Doctor.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Autistic doctor who is just
Oh,
a
I've seen some
doctor.
clips, yeah.
Oh, I love this show. And then I started watching Supercell.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a big fan of like Top Boy and this kind of stuff. So if the series, if I'm involved, like
got your
if I like
attention.
to watch it, then 40 minutes I go for it. But
Yeah.
like, let's say, how do you call this series with Khalisi?
Game of Thrones.
Yes, this thing, it's like 1 hour per episode. And there's like 9 seasons. So it's like 3 days to finish this. I cannot do that.
Have you watched One Piece?
Yes.
You watched the whole thing?
Yes, but I'm skipping like half of it.
Okay.
Like,
You know what you should do?
What?
Is ask a person to make it like in the TikTok, so you have like Subway Surfers here and the actual
So this is good. By the way, how do you do that? Do you have like an agent who is... You edit so many things on Twitter.
Which ones?
Like you just have...
Your
like you have so much tweets to do. And those tweets have like pictures and you edited it.
It's on me.
It's not you. it's-
Tweets?
What?
Tweets?
Tweets, yeah, Twitter.
Edited?
Yes, you do a lot of tweets that are like there is a... Not like the Subway stuff. Like you just edit it like cool.
I just give them ideas and they just...
The agents.
No. Agents? Oh, CIA?
Well, like social media.
I just have a content team and I just tell them I need this and this and they just do it for me. Yeah.
Okay,
But it's all my ideas.
It's a content team.
Yeah.
So you pay them
Bro,
a
you
month.
hook this man up with some content,
no.
too. You'd be brilliant.
He's walking
We
top
share all,
content.
Yeah.
we share all the revenue I get into freeways.
That's a nice way to do it.
Yeah.
Wait, you
But
get
we're
all-
getting like 100 euros a month. So.
I'm saving. Nothing, man. Shake my hand.
Businessman.
But I just want, while you're talking about your whole attention span, I was just wondering, how do you get through WOD review with the team?
Both of you. Well, luckily we don't do that.
That explains a lot.
No, well. That's good. No, I mean, yeah, we don't. But like the thing is, we used to do communication reviews, so we don't watch like we have the like let's say we play Blast and then you have the game, but you also have the communication. Just you
listen to
do
the
the communication. But to be fair, lately I don't know. We just well also after the player break we didn't really hit like the VOD review as a team. We might see the game, me, coach, and William for just some things on our side, but no. But the thing is, if I can invest, if my time can be invested in there, like I can. I can talk, I can do that. Then VOD review, I'm fine with. I'm fine to sit. The thing with attention span is not like you cannot do anything for like over like 40 minutes or something. It's just that if you're really involved in the thing, you're really focused. If you're not, if it doesn't interest you, then you're like, in the skies.
You don't want to sit there and listen to Dan for an hour presenting you stuff. You want to talk a little bit yourself, get into a back and forth, discuss.
And in Counter Strike, everybody has his margin to
Yeah,
challenge
yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's really...
It works.
It works. Like I can sit for 40 minutes. But if you tell me watch a movie that I don't like, I fell asleep in so many movies. So many movies.
Same.
ADHD though, worth looking into. Do some there's a couple of reasons.
I deleted TikTok. I used to be. I never shared it on live, I think. But the thing is, I used to be so addicted to TikTok. It was when I was in my last year in school, and I used to wake up every morning, brush my teeth, and with the knee, with the elbow, the elbow, like this. I used to move them. Yes, I swear, guy. And then I was like, one day I was like, man, I'm fucked. Like I need to exit that. So I deleted TikTok, and I'm watching only Instagram Reels.
It's just the same thing.
But I'm watching like less content, but
Yeah.
it's just like if I watch content, it might be like a YouTube piece, 10 minutes, JL highlights against Faze, something like
yeah.
Never happened.
Against G2.
That happened.
major MVP in the final against Faze.
Oh,
Highlights, mate.
thank you.
Stocks.
I'm blushing.
Out of interest, does anyone have a particular player that they've they watch a lot more POVs of? Is there anyone in particular that you kind of model
I
yourself
really like to
on?
watch Monacy.
Monacy?
Yeah.
What for? What are you watching it for?
I know, I appreciate that because that's just love for the game. It's not even to learn stuff. It's just he's so sick.
Well, he
I just
also
like
does.
watching him play.
He has his geeky little tricks as
He
well.
plays rifle too.
I don't watch his game demos. I watch his face pops. Like on YouTube, there is a guy that uploads every single
I'm watching it too.
But you're playing 12 minutes after the game is uploaded, and I love to watch Monacy because first of all, he has so much new stuff that it's like some Chinese fans messages him like, I have this window bug, and
He
Bro,
finds
you
it
don't
himself,
even know
right?
how many
he told me the
calls we
Chinese
have.
guy messaged him. Yes. That's
we have something like, oh, you saw that net from Monacy. I do Monacy night. I do Monacy move. I do Monacy move. Bro, we had so many.
No, but the thing is, when Donk came up, everything was Donk for like a while. A execute was Donk. But I really like to watch like those cracked aimers, like Monacy. Sometimes I watch Zaiwu demos like as well, because they're not playing my positions, but they're everywhere where they need to be, and they shoot really well, and they have really good. For me, when I watch a POV, I would like to get. I just really like the inspiration I get out of it. I don't like. There is very few players that are like, oh my god, this flash is like insane, and like nowadays everybody has everything already almost. So until the next thing comes up, right? But usually when you watch those players like Monacy, I get inspiration to like they move so well. They're very calculated in some picks they do, and then. Yeah, like watching Donk rush up middle, boy. I'm loving his game, right? So I watch Monacy POVs.
Good shout.
And you try to replicate Donk that push and then you die insta.
For the start of it, I had no idea how he does that. I was like,
Bro,
man,
it's
he has
crazy.
insane keyboard or something.
I saw Monacy play Bit in a 1v1,
Yeah.
and Bit got absolutely smoked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
Oh, I also saw
2-to-1
that.
ratio.
Yes, I saw that as well.
I was standing behind Bit. Monacy was so fast. I'm like, he's an upper, and he's shooting him with an AK.
With
Like,
AK, yeah.
no chance, peaks.
I don't know what is that. Like, how do they do that?
Well, that was the problem. I'm doing an op podcast with him and Zaiwu,
We're
and
talking rifles.
you know, it's like, Zaiwu is more of a hybrid. Even Monacy like picks up the AK a lot. It's like map dependent. It's like sometimes it's based off of feeling. Feeling.
Just
Feeling good.
prodigies of the game.
Who is your player, William?
I don't have one. I don't know. I like to watch.
I think he's
It's just depressing watching other people play B Vertigo.
Yeah,
for sure he's watching Ash, for sure.
Ash.
Ash playbook.
That's just some good content, actually. Yeah.
But nah, I
Also
think
some good content on JLCS too.
10 things JL cannot live without.
Your players that you watch?
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot electronic before, but nowadays not really. I mean, obviously I'm watching like a lot of POVs on YouTube because I'm scrolling YouTube and I see Monacy 28 kills, Donk 50 kills and stuff like this on Face It. And I'm just fast forwarding those and then that's it.
Now you can talk,
go.
JL.
You can go.
No, I thought you
Take
finished.
it.
I didn't
No,
want to
take it.
interrupt. I thought you finished. You had a second of pause. I'm like, okay, now it's time for me to take over. But
Wait.
actually,
Wait.
I had some troubles on Inferno Banana, and the only player who I know who plays really well in Banana. Who?
Nothing.
No. Niko.
Niko. Okay.
Zaiwu also plays really good Banana. but
Zaiwu?
Yeah.
Zaiwu?
Is he banana player?
He used to play at least.
Yeah, with Nivera. In
Doesn't
20
He goes banana sometimes.
He'll be
Come on,
there.
Shay.
We never play you guys, so.
Yeah, it's true. No, but Zaiwu played when Nivera joined Vitality as a 6 player. Nivera
You
was
mean like
helping-
T-side?
T7.
Yeah, okay,
Ah,
yeah, makes sense. I don't know why.
So he still plays Banana?
Yeah, he
Wait. Wait.
He's
Can I say
boiler
something?
sometimes.
Off
Like,
topic because you said putain.
putain.
Bro, we have in team this. Like one time we heard Apex that he was saying, guys, putain.
Boys.
Do you remember?
I remember every day, man. Now,
Okay.
he gets it out like that. I love when he's getting tilted sometimes. Boy, when I joined Vitality, it used to be way more funnier because there was Zonic behind us, and Zonic used to laugh a lot, used to troll a lot, and sometimes we would play, and I would do a mistake on official, and he would be alive playing the round. And he's breathing. I hear him. He's getting like he wants to fuck me up, but sometimes if we're like struggling, guys, putain, and it's like slapping the table. But it's just part of the French
Yes.
bloodline.
Yeah.
For us, it's so funny.
I'd like to experience it.
Yeah, you'd like to?
Yeah.
Ah, boy.
Because our ring leader is very calm. You do a mistake, he doesn't even point it out.
No, but sometimes Aleksi and OG used to scream at us sometimes. Like, used to be, not scream at us, not scream, it used to be like aggressively passive, you know, like,
Really?
guys, come on, let's go, guys.
I've
Like
never
this.
seen, I've never seen this. I've
Go, guys.
never seen this in the next actually.
Blade bullism.
There we go.
Finland. Oh, Finland. I like Aleksi a lot. Like, he was so chill with us, but it wasn't like the thing. Why? Actually, when I think about it, Aleksi is an IGL, then Nexa, Niko, Danish Niko, then Apex. Aleksi was the IGL who was the least invested in the CS with us. Like, I think he was so tired of OG, that roster back then, because he was also he got the G2 offer at those time.
Did you play at Antwerp RMR? For OG?
Yes. Why? What's up?
I just remember denying you the spot.
Denying us?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if you would have won against us, I played for Mad Lions back then.
No, it wasn't Antwerp. It was Stockholm. Yes,
but it was
you were
for
with
Antwerp.
202K. It was 32 kills out of nowhere. Yes,
But-
this is.
I think that was because.
You were 0-4.
What do you mean 1-3? Sorry, 1-3. We had nothing to lose, and you had everything to lose, and you played Nuke, which was one of your worst maps.
Aleksi B.
It was also one of. You know, the Aleksi B have qualification quite a few times now.
Yeah, but I remember this game now, but I think there was some. It was also very tough because Niko, you know, they had all this scandal with cheating in heroic and stuff like this. Those cheaters, and they had to. And Niko was like talking with Esik, and I think the guy told him like, you're gonna get banned this week. and we were coming to this tournament, and we were like, yeah, well. But
Might as well enjoy the last couple of days.
Yeah, some fun.
you might as well enjoy. But it was very tough on Niko and very tough on us as a team. And we didn't have our coach because he was also banned for cheating.
What a good team.
No, but it was one round. It was just AFK on Dust 2, and then they got banned. Did you cheat, Janko?
Never.
Never.
No.
Never caught cheating.
No, never cheated.
Okay. Well, I have a very very funny story. I was, you know, Gobi in Rio 2023. We were sitting next to them, and he's like screaming crazy German, and we have a German friend over there, and he's like translating to us. And Gobi tells them like, guys, I don't give a fuck what's happening. We take. If you need a pause, like no more tactical pauses. If we need a pause, take a technical, break the keyboard, and we talk for 30 seconds. And Taz yesterday with the point,
I had at a Blast tournament when I was with Faze, and it was the best of ones, and we played Astralis, and we beat them. We were losing 2-0, we beat them 16-2, and my mic. They fucked up the TeamSpeak thing, like, to mute me. So my mic was open the whole time. I told them about it at the start. They couldn't fix it. I still didn't talk unless there was a timeout or halftime. They went back to check it and saw that I didn't talk about it. So
All right.
that's how honest I am.
Integrity, baby.
You know that this happens still, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Really? Still
we
happening.
have either tactical or the start of the game, and then we see FreezeTime going down, and then we're still speaking. And we're like, how is he speaking?
Well, it goes.
This is why they're winning.
We don't have that.
We don't have
We
this.
don't have this.
No, but they don't mute him. That's the problem.
Because sometimes it ends, and then the first time goes, and then it's like 20, 19, and Andrew
keeps talk.
He
Yes.
keeps talking like, over, and it's like,
We
Yeah,
no,
fine.
we had the opposite the other day where we
yeah.
took a tactical and he couldn't speak.
Also, like we put tactical, and then I'm watching him, he's speaking, and then his mic is muted.
The voice chat is fucking.
Yeah.
No, but what did you say? I didn't listen. So.
Nothing, it's fine.
No,
it's fine.
yeah, yeah.
No, it was there. I said that it's the reverse thing. Like, whenever we put
it doesn't
tactical,
work.
the mic is not working.
I don't know why they still have it bugged. Like sometimes.
That's
like,
crazy.
But back in your like 2015, 2016, were the coaches allowed to talk 24/7?
At the beginning, they were allowed to talk all the time. Yeah.
So you could have a roster of 5 aimers and an IGL coach.
That was what Navi did back then. They had Starix go to coach and just had like he was supposed to call, and then they made the update. Valve changed it like 2 weeks later. They didn't have an IGL, so then they had to make another change.
Yeah.
Keep bullying the coaches.
But
though.
yeah. Well, what would you say to if the coaches were allowed to talk in freeze time as well every round?
no chance.
I think it would be.
I
think
lose
it's
my job.
I think it's hard to do. I think it's hard to do, no? Or it's easy. Because if they fucked up with freestyle.
Yeah, well, sure. Technologically, but we can assume, like, assuming it was possible.
Like
Assuming the
legal?
technology was there.
Yeah.
So it was legal. It would be like
Yeah.
Imagine
if the
if
rule
every
was.
I think some IGLs would lose their job.
Yeah.
Some IGLs would lose their job because I think you would prefer to have a player that shoots a bit harder if you have a guy, or they might be the coach, the new IGLs, because it's.
Oh wow, that's actually.
And also there is no point for tacticals then.
Well, so
momentum.
You have 26
break the
seconds every
momentum
round.
ish.
So that's one thing. The second thing is you guys say, okay, then there wouldn't be need for IG. You could have 6 players. How many of the rounds do you guys call in freeze time that end the same way during the round? So he couldn't talk during the round. He would still have to. When you die outside, would still the players would need to adjust.
Yeah, but he
and
can
stuff.
see more. For example, and he can see more from the behind, and in the freeze time you have like basically what.
20 seconds.
26 rounds. So you have 20 seconds every round, and you can see more from behind, and then you can call more.
24, no?
The math
24. I was counting on 13 for some reason.
Yeah.
So, but you got my point.
Yeah.
It's two mid rounds. You would like a bit, unless you get like a player that he played IGL, but he's like he wants to be like Niko sort of. Like G2 would be okay with it.
All right.
Yeah.
I think, Alex.
I think we can peace out.
Thank you for
Boys, it has been so fun to talk to you. We have gone everywhere. Flames needs a content team, that's for sure. JL, hook
And some
him up.
media training.
Yeah, and a little bit of that as well. Yeah, we've gone all over the place. Mezi, thank you for joining us. It's been fun. Looking forward to seeing you in the Lanxess arena. I hope you enjoy it. As JL said, can you give it to me one more time? Because I wanted to remind myself of that. You got here for a reason. You're here now. So you may as well enjoy it. Was that the kind of messaging?
Yes.
Okay, I need to do, because when you're feeling those nerves, you're feeling them because you want to be there. You're excited to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Preference.
I prefer to be a bit nervous.
And it's really nice to play under those conditions.
Yeah, I like that. I really do. That's one of my key takeaways. And of course, Ime, good to speak to you, even if you can't count to 24, but it's been nice.
Fun, but I can count to 26.
Yeah, you can. That's more than 24. Yeah. Anyway, from myself and this table, we bid you adieu. This has been the Semi-Final podcast.
Thank you, Alex and Janko.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, boys.
Gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. We're going to have a very formal conversation. If you want to speak, you must raise your hand. That's not true at all. Do whatever you want.
I can give the pen to whoever wants to talk.
Yeah.
It's like the little totem. Like, you get to talk now.
Now, we're trying to get teams to talk shit about each other or to each other. But maybe that approach doesn't work. So we're going to have to try a different tactic here today.
Give them a chance.
Yeah, maybe
they
will.
want to.
But I want to get into it a little bit differently.
Go ahead.
Snacks, after seeing Mouz lose the first half of Dust 2 12-0 to Vitality, how much confidence does that fill you with for the quarterfinal?
I didn't see it.
I tried.
That was a good attempt.
Yeah, I did.
I can give you an answer.
Yeah?
Awful. We played awful.
It was an off day?
No.
No.
I don't think it was an off day.
You just got smashed.
Yeah, we did.
That was your first Dust 2 loss?
Yeah.
Exactly. Second best Dust 2 team in the world.
Well, they're the best? Who's the best?
They should be, yeah. I think they are, yeah. But yeah, it was an off game.
So what happened? Now we have a little bit of distance from it. What happened?
To be honest, I think that they have a good understanding of how to play the map, and also we lost a 1v3 in the pistol round to Zaiwu.
Yes, that did happen.
And then we lose a 1v2 in the first buy round to Spinks. So obviously, if you start a game like that, it's gonna be tough to get going. But yeah, I mean, I think that they played some good CS, and yeah, we tried to bring it back, but it wasn't possible.
First map, warm-up map, you know, sometimes can happen.
You guys had first series, warm-up series.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Exactly.
And now you're very warm, it seems.
A little bit, yeah.
Did you think, playing in G2 Tier 1 CS consistently, it'd be this easy? 13-1s, 13-3s?
Yeah, it feels like I'm playing against Mythic.
Right? Yeah, Flom's on the other side of the server, mate. But it is crazy. You guys are just ripping everybody apart.
Yeah.
That's an impressive lower bracket run.
Yeah, it was sick, honestly.
Yeah, I would say. Like the one map you lost was to Australis, which you guys should have won that anyway. I think, you guys kind of got a little bit sloppy.
I mean, they wanted to help me on B, and there was no reason to help me on B.
Yeah, they need to help me on A.
I'm playing there 11 years now on Mirage on B, so like I'm used to it, and I know how to play there, and like, now we need to help you, they may be gone.
They didn't help on A.
And they didn't help you, on A?
Yeah, I was solo around.
I'm like, look at me and look at Mario. Like Mario can handle, but he needs some flashes. I'm like, I just do the smoke and I can hide for 15 seconds and you can come to help me. It's fine.
Fair enough.
I like this approach. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the only game that you, well, other than the SAW series, but since
That didn't
then,
happen.
yeah, you could, well, hey, it does, look, it
That was
does,
just a dream.
it does now mean that you are on a very tough side of the bracket though. So you two going head to head in the quarterfinal and then the winner takes on NAVI.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough side of the bracket, boys.
Yeah.
Exciting. You need to you need to beat everyone to win the trophy. I think. So it does not matter.
I agree. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, you wouldn't have wanted to take on, well, maybe not you guys taking on SAW in the, you would have been, your side of the bracket would have been if you had won your game.
Faze SAW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Faze are a bit of a problem for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, when is the last time we played them? Chengdu?
Yeah, Chengdu. Yeah, I think so.
The final. Yeah.
It's been some time. I think that they have had some downs, we have had some ups and downs, and I mean, I'm just looking forward to see how the matchup does if we play them. But yeah, I mean, on this topic, I think it doesn't really matter who you face. You just need to win.
Okay.
Did the win you're talking about, Chengdu? You went up against G2 at that event. Great victory on stage. A lot of people got super excited about it. Does that play a role in your mind? Like, you know, you've already taken the core, but not these two people, but you've taken the core down once.
I remember giving them some headshots. No, I'm kidding.
Not
But not you. Not you as well, but
Careful about Mario, he's crazy.
no, but I think it was a good confidence, but maybe not exactly for the core, but just to play on stage and to win.
Yeah, I
It was
mean,
good for
I
us.
think it was one of the first stage we know.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, it comes handy, but I mean, they are a different team now, different IGL. So I think it plays a big role. To
Are
be
they a
honest.
better team now?
Yeah, for sure. Confidently.
You're confident in saying that? Or you
Yeah.
think they're, yeah?
I mean, I don't know how they feel, of course, but I think that from outside you can see that the way the team operates now is a bit better, and I think that Mouz was a huge upgrade for Nexa.
Pog.
But I mean, I think that everyone is playing really well there. They have basically 4 players who can pop off and a crazy Polish guy like we have in our team. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I think we have some similar in our system, I would say, in terms of individual prowess in the team, and then have the crazy IGL, as I said. And yeah, I mean, I think that they have been doing a good job.
Who shoots harder?
Between
Full momentum Mouz, full momentum G2.
Yeah.
Who shoots harder?
Us.
Let's see, equal, no?
Maybe.
he's aggressive, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see.
No.
I got
Be
Ilya.
confident.
I like the confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. And then I want Maps to say the same thing. And then, you know, you guys can start fighting right now on the table.
Yeah, I'm not taking this guy on. No way.
That's true. You brought the big bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Monis was here, maybe.
Just 2 of them, and
Yeah.
then you can join. Mirage B, you know?
Yeah, dziękuję.
Oh, they're practicing the Polish as well.
Yeah.
But that's a good point, because when you guys were playing your best CS, when you were winning the back-to-back events with Pro League and Bet Boom, the best of 5 finals, it was just pure confident Counter-Strike. You were in the face, constantly aggressive, taking duels, everybody taking the peaks they wanted, and it was as like the team. And then when you look at the way that you guys have been winning throughout this lower bracket run, it's the same thing. No matter what fight is being taken, everyone's there and everyone's hitting hard. So if both of you guys are on form for that quarterfinal, I assume it's going to be the second one on Friday night.
Yeah,
It is?
it is. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
That could be a blockbuster, because because you like to be aggressive. Like, actually,
Mouse go kill.
if there's Ancient, there's going to be a bit of a biff going on. Hold up a second. I heard you know, when you were winning on Ancient, we had those little check-ins, and you hyping yourself up about, you know, being the best on Ancient or whatever. You like that, man?
That's why I made you too.
Huh?
That's why I made you too.
Okay, because you have,
For a good,
have
a
the
good anchor.
confidence.
Mouse go kill.
Yeah, okay. But that could be a fun little fight. I know you like your Ancient.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Because obviously the veto, you guys are going to ban Vertigo,
Maybe.
No, we're gonna pick it.
and you guys are going to ban Anubis.
Maybe we're also gonna pick it.
Yeah.
You can't. You guys picked it a couple of times. It didn't always work out that well for you, didn't it?
No comment.
What? Picking Anubis or Vertigo?
Vertigo.
No, we're gonna pick Anubis. I mean,
Yeah, right.
The trolls.
They're
are
always
everywhere.
doing that. We're always trying to get. I know.
They have permabans. Like, who
I
are we
know.
fooling?
I know what you mean. I know.
There's no trickery here.
give me some alcohol. Maybe I'll spit some bars, but until then, nothing.
So we should have done this last night when everyone was outside on the patio.
I don't know.
That is the
I was
next
grinding.
step.
We were grinding.
I was sleeping.
You were sleeping.
great.
Yeah.
What game were you playing?
Dark and darker.
Okay.
What is it?
Dark and darker.
It's a dungeon game.
Okay.
Is it a roguelike?
Yeah. Maybe.
It's very slow. It's a very
Yes,
slow
for
game.
old people like me, it's perfect, you know. After CS, you need to have like something different, you know.
We had Rain and Frozen in here, and they said they were playing PUBG last night to chill out.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. PUBG is nice.
You play PUBG?
Play that too?
He's basically competitive.
Really?
No.
I need to call Bialy, and then you have no chance.
Yeah, Bialy's still playing some Counter-Strike. He's in the Pugs. You ever playing with him?
No, sometimes I'm talking with him, but not playing.
Okay.
I don't like faces.
Oh, why?
It's boring. People are not playing the same, so
You just want the competitive...
people are playing like me on official, so it's boring.
What, doing random stuff all the time?
I can relate.
Bloody hell. Well, yeah, look, let's not talk about our face at Run-In, shall we?
Nah.
Oh, there's some
You
history
guys-
here?
They got some work to do.
Or you got to spill the beans?
You should
Well,
play faces with me. I'm only winning, I'm just saying.
who was it? It was you, me...
Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy and Brolin.
It was Luda, no?
Yeah, I played one with Jimmy and Nerds just before, and we won that one. And then we played with you guys, and we lost.
Yeah, ancient.
I didn't even bottom frag. You know you're in trouble if I'm not bottom fragging.
It was me, Sponge, JKS.
Yeah.
You were not there.
No.
Right? It was with
Jimmy and Brolin.
That's a
Jimmy
stack.
Brolin,
Yeah, and we lost to just some...
We lost the game.
to just some random.
We lost like 13-5.
You lost.
We weren't even in it.
We had no chance. We were all getting one digged all the time.
Bro, I'm throwing the nades, you know, the window smokes, the cave smokes, the flashes are there. I've got it all. We lose.
Oh my God.
I couldn't believe it.
They watched my demos. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm
So now
just
you have
shocked.
nobody to blame.
Dude, I played with Chiron yesterday. I had 24 frags or something. He had 8. I'm like, guys, what's going on?
Maybe you should get back now.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
35-year-old talent.
Yeah.
Hey, there are a few profiles out there now, a bit older.
Yeah, see,
Pwn alone.
Huh?
Pwn alone.
Oh, yeah.
Pwn
Yeah.
alone.
Well, he's retired now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can come back like you.
Yeah. Make a team together.
He's not, yeah, okay. Matthew can join. We'll get
Sponge.
the old boys.
Sponge,
like a
Pwn alone, Flum.
broadcast.
Yeah. Now Flom's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just supporting you now, I've seen.
Yeah. I saw that.
Now you get the whole support of the region. You're the only representative.
Yeah. I'm him.
You are, yeah.
He's embraced the meme.
No, but he's obviously, like, even when you were on M80, you could tell you're a confident guy.
Yeah.
And you've definitely got that flippant shit talk. Like, it's like satirical in a way, but it's coming from a place that, yeah, you know you're good, right? Like,
Yeah, a little bit.
But you play it off that it's.
I make it funny as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, and I think you've definitely got the aim to back it up. That's the one thing I remember Harry always talking about, yeah, the Mouz Deagle, the Mouz Deagle. And now you've got Niko and Mouz in the same team with the
I
Deagle.
know.
It's like, wow, okay.
Firepower.
So look, this is still early stages for you guys, right? What are we talking? A month and a bit? Like, it's happened pretty quickly. And you guys are considered one of the, like, coming into this event, people are like, yeah, G2 could win this. Same as Mouz. And we'll get to you guys, don't worry. But is that strange to already be considered like a favorite coming into an event like this? First stage for you too, right?
Yeah. For me, it's crazy, obviously, because like I come from NA and I never made it like past play-ins, and now making it to playoffs is crazy. So yeah.
How do you anticipate the experience? Lanxess, thousands of people, the whole thing.
I'm not even thinking about it. So yeah, I'm just excited.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Is that what you're offering into, like, because last time you were there was 2016? Obviously, you know what it's like. You've won majors. You've been in front of the Polish crowd going absolutely fucking nuts.
yes, he has.
Right?
He 15-0'd me in Katowice. Quarterfinal of the major.
Should we dive into it?
Oh, we can. There's a lot to say, you know.
Titan Maniac.
We didn't have the
No,
booth.
it was LDLC, no?
It was LDLC at the time, and there was no sound noise, no noise cancelling, no booth, nothing. And every time Pasha was kidding me with a P90, the whole crowd was going crazy.
I'm sure they love
And I have a Glock.
And later you were needed to bring up Kukli, no?
I had to, you know. But Katowice was really bad. Katowice, he was nowhere. Like, it was the worst of the worst. But yeah.
Yeah.
Katowice was a fun memory.
I remember it pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
But maybe not later stages of Katowice. But I remember 2017, for example, we didn't pass through the group stage, so Yeah, been there, been on the low grounds, been there now. I have now Mario. He can do everything. I'm happy. Just enjoy the stage, bro.
Dziękuję.
So pretty, you know,
Relaxed vibes.
yeah, nothing too crazy. But you've got the core of last year's winning Cologne team. You've extremely experienced. You with your first time, so you're in safe hands.
Yeah.
Right. You got Taz behind you as well, pointing at notes.
I mean, he was just showing me the recipe for cheesecake.
Ah, was it expensive?
I think he wants it as well.
Yeah, give me a cheesecake, bro.
No worries, I can do it. Like I had some cooking school, so I can do something for you guys.
You're gonna make the cheesecake.
I can do it.
Okay.
Wow, we got it on tape now.
Well, we could get him to that pro league.
Yes.
You can come to my house.
Would that clear Taz then?
Sorry?
If he makes it, good cheesecake, then he can prove it was the recipe, you know?
Yeah, okay, actually. Vindication.
Yeah.
It's possible.
No problem.
All right. Now, for you guys, the stage conversation is a big one. And it's one that you're probably fed up of listening to. So, do you put a lot of credence in it, or is it just on the day if we play our good Counter-Strike or not?
You can answer.
Sure. I think that, I think our level, like the ceiling of the team that we have is, in my opinion, the best team in the world. Definitely when we are on point, as you said before, and we're hitting our shots, communicating and having some fun, I think that we cannot match any team, to be honest. So I think that it's about definitely showing up and doing what we do best and playing with confidence and taking those extra duels and maybe overpeaking sometimes just to prove that we are better than anyone we are going to face. And yeah, I mean, of course that it's been going, and I think there is some merit to it for sure, because we have lost a lot of stage games at this point. But I also think that, we are a young team, and I'm confident that after every stage game we learned a lot, and after every game we lose, we learn a lot. So I think that we're going to show up there and going to do our best, and hopefully it will be the day that we play RCS.
What would you say you have learned throughout? Because now you've had a few experiences, you've had good moments, tough moments. What would you say is the biggest takeaway?
Well, maybe having some more fun in a way. Also, like schedule, like walk-ins or stuff like that can be different from every event when you go on stage, and I think that this can really affect your routines in a way. So, I mean, for example, in Katowice, it was a bit stressed the way we did it, and we understood that after that we should take a different approach of how we set up before, in a way. So I think that there's a lot of stuff, like, for example, with Snacks, like with the experience can help, that he's been there many times, he knows the schedule and stuff, and us as a team, we don't really have that. Even, I think basically, obviously, Brolin is the most experienced, but also it's been quite a while since he has been on the biggest stages, so it's also new for him a bit. But yeah, I would say just the way we approach it, the game, on stage, how do we set up, and mentality, like having some more fun, playing with confidence and stuff like this. I think by every game, it improved.
I remember you saying this, something similar to do with like the confidence and taking those fights with like a Faze conversation for a stage match that you guys had against them before. And like the concern, I guess, is if it's two teams who have similar styles of wanting to fight a lot, the problem there becomes from an analytical standpoint. It's like, well, whoever shows up and hits their shots on the day, right? If it's that type of Counter-Strike, like really, and that's hard to, for an arena game, I think that's almost perfect CS. If we do get the clashes, but then it comes real clutch heavy and stuff.
No,
if both teams are hitting like that.
I agree with you, but I think if I was in the Mouz jersey now, I would try to make the argument that I have a deeper playbook.
Sure.
I have stronger protocols.
Couple of
I have more
tournament wins
experience.
in there as well,
Yeah.
since,
I agree.
Yeah?
I would make the same point as well. I
Alright.
think that, I mean, obviously FaZe have amazing individuals and they have won against us many times, but I still think that in terms of our system and how we play the game, we have better team play than they do. So
What about these guys?
I think that we have similar styles, I would say. But yeah, I mean, I think that against any team right now, our playbook is pretty deep, and I think that we are very versatile with the way we play the game. As you said, we can take the duels and run around and just kill everyone, but we also have a lot of good strats to fall back on and some good protocols. And I think also Shui is really good at freestyle calling when it needs to be this way. And yeah, I mean, as I said, I think we're just making good adjustments. And yeah, I mean, I'm confident against anyone we go up against, we will have like a good idea how to play.
Speaking about playbook, maybe that's more of a question for you. How comfortable you are with the full playbook now, or do you still have moments where you're just like, holy hell, I don't know what the hell is going on?
One strat per map is enough.
One strat per map?
So pretty deep.
It's just very deep.
Mouz go kill, that's a threat.
Well, look, it could definitely work. There's no doubt about that. But I think the thing that when I watch you guys play is you can see everybody has a high level understanding of what needs to happen, and because of everybody on their best behavior honeymoon scenario, the plays that you guys are always flashing for each other. Like you can tell that the communication's there. That's one of the things I was highlighting with your stomps is even when you're rolling over teams, you're up like 7-1, and there's still, before this guy swings, there's a flash, right? There's always something. So it just looks at the moment that the Counter-Strike that you're playing, even if it isn't the deepest strategically, everyone is playing off of each other, which is the fundamentals of Counter-Strike. So you're making the situations easier for yourself, or as easy as possible for yourself. I guess the only downside of that is if you have one of those days where the comms drop, right? Like,
yeah, the loss to SAW.
And wow. Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
It's not this, like, it's just a question, like...
It's not hard to counter one strat, yeah, you know.
So SAW did it. SAW found the solution.
Yeah, they found.
Yeah, they did.
Actually, I think like we have a lot of things right now. Even we had the talk that maybe we did too much, you know?
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, and like I'm trying to always put everything on the good level so people like enjoy how we play and the strats, so we don't have that much into the game. And it really depends on the opponents we are playing as well. Like I'm changing like some of the stuff or adjusting it. So I would say I could put myself like a little bit as Shuhei is calling. I know like a little bit of him. We have talks as well before. So I would say it's pretty similar like you said about the playstyles. And yeah, I think we are ready with the things.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put more for now.
All right. What about the other side of the bracket? Faze versus SAW. Who wins that one?
SAW for sure. Like, no, like you said, like our bracket is stuck, like the upper one. But I would say like I'm happy that we dodged the lower one with like SAW.
Well, you like they can't play Nuke the same way on stage as they could.
You don't know. Maybe they can.
Do they have super hearing?
Yeah.
Well, you know, with the crowd, like
Chat is very big on the sound. Like,
sound
it
plays a big factor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah,
It does. Yeah.
You can just rush top main on you.
Yeah.
But I think Faze will.
Think Faze win?
Yeah, 100%.
And then versus Vitality?
I think so. Like it's gonna be their first like stage game.
Oh, for SAW?
For SAW, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I think they will just try to enjoy it, but I don't know. It feels like a little bit of weird run from them. Like I don't think they expected it, you know, as well to make it into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think they will just try to enjoy it and be happy that they are there. But facing Faze in your first stage game, it's gonna be a difficult one.
Okay.
I feel like
we go a step further. Faze Vitality.
Yeah.
Ends up in the grand final.
I think Vitality.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mario, I want to just say that my first stage game, it was in Katowice 2014, and you know it was pretty easy.
Yeah, that was a good game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game. Jesus Christ, Dave, you talk about peaking. Like these people just rushing everywhere. Like top middle, Bayali is out of ramp after 10 seconds. Neo is out middle. And we didn't hear anything. We did not hear anything. You couldn't talk. When I was using the microphone, all I could hear was. And that's it.
Me and Bieli always played with the same radio on, you know, on practice. So we were like, listen, and I remember the days in 2014 when Sexy Puppy was good music in the radio, and we were like, oh, brother, it's Sexy Puppy now, and we were like, okay, let's go ramp. And we were just vibing. Yeah.
So that's what was happening.
Yeah, we are used to like having some sound, you know, other than the game.
Yeah, we didn't need sound on that game.
Okay, so you think Vitality are going to make it to the final on that side of the bracket? Okay, all right. Like they played some, like they already beat FaZe in this tournament, so I guess they could do it again. I had something.
You had something.
I did. I'm trying to get it back. He really threw me off with the sexy.
It's
puppet.
all right. You take a second. Well, that was the songs were better 10 years ago.
Oh well, look, of course.
But we're diverting now.
Yeah,
We're changing the podcast. Okay, so now that Spirit got absolutely wrecked, thank you guys, removing them from this whole conversation.
Easy. What was everybody afraid of, right?
Yeah. So now, who's the favorite? Who's the favorite for this event?
So.
Okay. He's back to trolling.
I know, and that's okay. That's his right.
No, that's his serious face.
He did this to me on a podcast, HLTV, and I'm saying how to save Polish CS, and he's
Polski CS.
He did it to me like 5 or 6 times. I was like, what? I thought everyone was laughing. Everyone was laughing at me.
And you didn't know what was happening.
I had no idea. And
It's
he's doing
okay.
it again.
No, it's okay, but now we are here together. We're in this together now.
We can help you now.
We can help you now.
All right, what about this as a statement? And then you can branch off of this. Are NAVI the best team left in the playoff bracket?
No.
No, you guys are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, of course.
I like the confidence.
I mean, I think that if you don't believe that you're the best, then you're doing something wrong for sure.
Okay.
But I think that they're definitely showing the most consistency maybe right now.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what you got to do. You got to circumvent the question, like, who plays the best Counter-Strike?
Well, I guess that depends on...
I don't think there is a clear favorite in the playoffs.
Okay.
I think there is, I think Vitality, Faze, G2, Mouz, NAVI, 5 teams who are really good. And I think it's everybody in hands who can win.
Sol?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I was just waiting.
You have no faith in Sol. Like, I don't understand it. Like, for some reason, they are in playoffs, no?
Yeah.
Because they beat you.
I think they beat you.
And then they beat
That's
Mongols.
the reason.
And they took a map of NAVI too.
Mongols is
Yeah,
a good team.
the NAVI result helps solidify.
They took
their
a map of
legitimacy.
NAVI.
Yes,
Yeah.
so I'm not discrediting that, but that's why he's being biased is because they lost.
I know.
So we see through it, Snacks.
Humble.
I think Navi though this is the problem I see for both of your teams is Navi's the way that they approach the game. You said consistency. I think that they have a good mixture. Everyone needs a good mixture these days, but I think they could contain the aggression of either of you guys. Like, I don't think that you would just be able to win the rounds with
Like a tactical kryptonite.
yes.
I wouldn't say so. Like I felt like, let's say in Riyadh when we play against them, we didn't play the same way we are playing right now. For example, I felt like in the final we get back off a little bit of the game. We didn't play aggro as much as we like to do, and instead like just kind of a passive CS instead of like 50-50 CS, you know, more some aggro, some passive. But it's also good for me because like I never played versus them in Gamer Legion. Like I faced like Faze, for example, Vitality and other teams, but never NAVI. And for me, it was also like a good experience to understand a little bit how they are calling in the game, because obviously when I'm watching, it's differently. Yeah, you cannot understand everything. What is the plan when you are watching the game from just POV. So now when I felt like in the game, what was the thing on them, I would say like I'm pretty confident that we can win.
What did you learn from playing against them?
I cannot say, because if they will watch it...
The cameras are off, the microphones aren't recording.
None of this is real. It's just a conversation.
I can say, sorry.
I'll keep trying. It's
All right,
okay.
yeah, we'll
It's
keep
like
prodding,
every
we'll
now
keep
and then,
prodding.
just like,
I mean, I feel the same way as Nex in a way. I think that something that's clear to me is that, okay, they might be the most consistent maybe, and they have the best playbook. Maybe you could say that from outside point of view. But I will say that I think that they don't have the best peak. I think that there is teams that are better than them when they are peak. I think that peak NAVI against peak Mouz, I think that we win confidently. I will say that. And I think that, I think that individually we have better players than they do. And I'm comfortable saying that, and I'm confident in my opinion about that at least. But I think that definitely they have been showing the most consistent, and I think that they're a great team, of course. But I also think that, as Snack said, that we can beat them.
I like that.
Okay.
The idea was floated earlier today that Bit might be the most instant player there is currently in the game. Thoughts? Is Bit the most instant player there is in the game right now?
He's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
here.
very good.
Insane, yeah.
You're here? You're at the table?
Hello.
Yeah, but they do have Mario.
I think that
it's
Jimmy Salo as well.
I think insertion.
Nah, hell no. But I think that I will give that to Jimmy Salo, bro. For me.
Okay.
But I think he's incredible as well. Good aimer.
I was going to ask you, who's got better aim, you or Niko?
Me.
With the Deagle, probably Nico.
Okay.
With the rifle?
Probably me.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both pretty good.
What about Op?
Yeah, you are.
Up. Nico or me with up? Nico. I'm terrible.
What's your favorite, or what's your least favorite spot that you've gotten on these CT sides?
Least favorite?
Yeah.
Say Vertigo B.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You almost had it. You almost
He
had
was
it.
actually thinking about it.
Yes,
I got you.
But he's right there. You see?
Yeah.
You see the leader already? He was about to strike, like, put the seatbelt.
You should go Vertigo B against
B train.
Come on, man. He almost said it.
I know, he was right there, but why do we have snacks? Because he's on the money.
This
He's got his
will-
eyes on the ball. He's ready.
I thought we had Monacy and Malbs.
That would have been, we would have had so much like insider
They brought the
information.
bodyguard in here, man. Monacy would have just been,
I'm here.
They're basically saying they don't like you being here. I don't share the
No,
same
that's
opinion.
not it at all.
I don't share the same opinion.
quit?
No, no, stay here.
Not.
It's nice. It's nice.
It's nice.
You would never leave Mouz just alone here.
I would take him with me.
Oh, you see, that's my
It's
point.
over. Pack up his toys and go home.
GG.
Yeah. Well, look, should we get into some drama?
Let's try.
Okay, we're going to try.
Throw it in the pond.
You and Taz. You guys are best friends now, huh?
Of course, always.
Always.
Always. Sorry, I know my Polish accent is bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Polski says.
Was it a concern when you were joining the team? Was it a conversation at all? Or was it already all sorted before? Like, was there no longer any ill will?
I mean, if it comes to me and between Taz, I wouldn't say we had like bad blood that much, you know? Like, for me, the thing what happened in VP at the end, it wasn't about like Taz, you know? And like maybe we didn't talk too much after it and we didn't have a connection, but I wouldn't say like it was a fully bad blood. We just didn't talk to each other.
Well, I think that's kind of common, though. Like, how many of your old teammates do you guys still talk with regularly?
Rarely, I would say.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't have much, but
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What?
Swisher,
Yeah, well, you're out here
Right.
rapping him against Australia,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
Maluki, Pesadello.
Okay, so you're still keeping up with
Keep
them.
going.
Yeah.
How many ex-teammates you got? Let's see how far we can go.
Spamsy,
Yeah, okay, more, like 10 more.
Cruisin.
This you can tell them. It's fine.
Yeah,
He's
it's
fine with that. Yeah. Okay, so you do. You like
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
All right. Are you a big talker?
Not really.
Okay, well, that's counterintuitive, but
Yeah.
yeah. Fair enough. I don't really talk to any of my old teammates. Or at least I didn't after I stopped playing. Do you?
Quickly.
No. As a matter of fact, I haven't talked to him ever since the Titan days. And that's good like that. Let it remain like that.
Exiled.
Yes, completely.
Yeah, understandably.
As far away
Mikado.
as possible. Yeah, a few of the French scene. I mean, some of them are still around here. So you'd bump into each other.
So, like, I can see...
Existence I kept contact with.
Yeah?
We still talk every now and then.
What,
No.
what's he doing, Valorant?
Well, he injured himself, so he couldn't play anymore. Now he's coaching.
Ah.
That's a little bit sad.
Did you ever consider Valorant being stuck over there in America, thinking,
Yeah, I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you play it?
I played it. I even got an offer for a tier 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Which team?
Crew.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I rejected it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes, yeah.
To play for G2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you had offered when you were playing CS.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I told you guys I'm him.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from CS, you would have a field day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, yeah. I don't
that's
know.
a different topic.
Well, should we talk shit about Valorant? You can go first.
I mean, I played it a little bit. I just think, yeah, not CS. No,
Nah.
thank you.
Nah, that's not CS.
No, not thank you.
So the fact that you can kill people with ultimates is like, what are we doing here? That's not how the game is played. They kind of butchered it. Anyway, we won't talk about Valorant. We don't really care about that game. That's got
agree.
nothing to do with this one here. You turned down multiple offers for North American orgs though as well, right? For CS teams.
Not really. Just
No?
like 1 or 2.
Were they because I know there's a question at the moment is like, well, why didn't Complexity or Liquid get Malbs? Were you ever offered those teams?
No.
No.
Just before. Oh, well, no. Never mind. No.
Oh, he almost slipped. Almost.
Before.
Nothing.
Nothing. Before nothing. Okay, so all right. So no offers from those teams. So were you sitting there thinking, what are these guys doing? They keep recycling these noobs?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I was always there, you know, but I never got an offer. And like I used to say that I was always there, like in the Brazilian teams, but I was playing in NA technically, and people knew that I spoke English, that I knew how to speak English like fluently, and I never got an actual offer. And it was bad, I would say, but NACS.
How much of a
You're out now.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much of a role you destroying G2 do you think played in them then coming to you and say, come on, join us now?
Probably a lot, but I was having good results already. Like I was destroying a lot of teams, like in the RMR and NA, EPL, and I don't know what else. But I was playing really well, so yeah. I think also just farming them was a good.
When you rocked up, did you have that little vibe of, hey, I'm happy to be here, guys, but remember what I did to you? You know, like, remember.
Yeah, I was joking with Niko about that.
The vibes of the team seem pretty good, though. No one seems to be getting... well, I guess it's easy to have good vibes when you're winning 13-1, 13-3.
Destroying everybody.
Have you been counting the knife kills? Monacy's had a few. Niko's even going for knives.
Since when is Niko going for knives?
I don't know. Apparently it's something that he's
is
doing
that your
these
influence,
days.
my friend?
Probably, yes. I think they need
Sneaky
to do
beaky.
a little bit more to break my record of knives. Yeah?
You're encouraging the knife kills?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw... You could try and do... Are you trying to be the modern day JW? Like, go crazy with shotguns and stuff?
I played some already, but it didn't work for me, I think.
He was JW before JW.
Yeah, but there's got to be a modern representation.
I'm still him.
You can't all be him.
Yeah, exactly. Who's him?
Then who is him? Yeah.
Me.
And me. I don't know. What was the question?
I don't know, about the knife kills.
About the knife kills? I mean, for me, there was work like this. If you have a knife kills in the game, that feels like it means that you feel pretty comfortable in the game, and you can just let yourself to do those things, you know. And it just shows that you are confident. No, I like it.
Okay. All right.
I will try to knife you.
Sure, I don't mind.
Okay.
Really? On a stage?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if I'm behind someone, you know, I see their sexy back, you know, just
on a stage?
Yeah, you gotta go for it.
Don't know about on a stage though. We've seen that go.
Did you ever knife someone on stage?
What?
Did you ever knife someone on stage?
I don't think I've ever knifed someone in general. I'm still a noob in that, man.
You will go there, don't worry.
We have a challenge now.
Do you have knife kills on stage?
Yeah, for sure.
How many?
Probably 10.
Probably 10.
Victim 11 right here.
Yeah, I think config twice probably.
Oh, beef.
I don't remember exactly. I don't count after like 50.
Easy
It's
easy
nice flex.
Yeah, fair enough.
I probably have like 100 on HLTV knife kills.
100 knife kills.
Bro
Really?
is counting it.
Half of them with Bowie knife, probably.
How about I check live?
Falchion.
That's kind of crazy.
I'm gonna see if I can find his.
Well, if you do,
I'll try to find it.
check how many JW has in the mix as well.
I remember one practice when we played, probably 2015, a knife get right 4 times on one Inferno.
Okay. Well, you were practicing for the big day.
Yeah, I remember as well, like the first stage of CS, I was playing ramp on nuke, so it was like 2013 for sure, because after it I wasn't playing ramp. I had one round when I killed 4 guys because they were rushing through smoke and I just knifed everyone.
You do have a tremendous amount of knife kills on HLTV.
How many?
But the thing is,
They're split it.
They split it depending on like the type of knife you have.
Yeah.
So off the top of my head, I can already see 46 kills with the Falcon.
Yeah.
You have
Falchion slaughter.
23 with the Bowie. You have 11 with the Widowmaker, 9 with the Bayonet, 5 with the Karambit, 2 with the Default, and then a bunch down the list. So I think we're getting close to 100.
Okay.
He's not lying. Now I'm going to apply the land filter.
Oh.
It's even better. Let's see what the land filter we have. Okay, the list has gone down a little bit, but still 14 with the first knife, 10, 8. Oh, so that's already like 40. Yeah, about 40 knives on land.
Okay. We'll take that.
You got some?
Fair enough.
I actually got two, yeah.
You got 2. And
I got
we
2
play
at least.
Academy as well.
No, it was. I think it was Rio Major, and I don't know if it was the challenger stage where you had crowd, but I knifed 2 guys on short in Inferno in the smoke. It was Monacy and
I'm proud.
I don't know.
Was that the same round?
Monacy?
Yeah, it was pistol
then
run.
I'm not-
I killed 2 in one run in the smoke. I think it was Monacy and Hunter. I don't know. It was versus G2.
Then I'm not proud. I mean, I'm proud of the knife kills, but not versus.
Not officially, not officially.
No, yeah.
It's before your time. You know, that's what you don't need to worry about them. You went with the team. You're not responsible for any of that.
Ah, true. On my watch, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, be careful. Knife.
Yeah.
Now you're here to sort it out. Okay, so let's try and focus. We got 10 more minutes.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we can try and really get out of these guys. See what we can peel out of them. See if we can get any juicy goss.
Oh, juicy gossip. That's why we're trying to go.
Well, I like it, but I don't know if we'll get there. Is Spirit going to change roster?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Elaborate.
I think that they're gonna overthink a bit what they have, and also there is Perfecto, of course, on the market, and I think he's pretty good. So I think that I could see a change where they maybe even take Zontix out, but I also think that he's been pretty good for them. So I think it's really up to if they see the vision that they are gonna be much better with Perfecto and his experience than Zontix.
Anyone agree? Disagree?
I would say they shouldn't do the change.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, for example, the experience we had in VP, we had also tough times, obviously, slumps a little bit on some of the period of the year, and we are trying to change positions and talk through about how to play now CS and reconstruct some of the strats and stuff like this, and it was working for us. Maybe we are not fully consistent with it. I could say some of the year we didn't do anything for City for 1 year, for example. In VP, for example, on train, the way we are practicing, we are coming on train. I'm saying to Bialy, go here, I will stay here, and we would win the round, and yeah, that's good. We can call it, I don't know, Bialy and Snacks, whatever the name, and we are playing like this. Some of the City periods, we felt like we are good on City with the comps and how we are playing, and then we didn't do that much. And I think this is what we are lacking to be consistent in the game. I'm not saying it's every time like this. It was some periods that we didn't do much on City, for example. So if they can change the roles, put maybe some active to others and some passive to others. For example, we have Mario. He have active roles on T side, a little bit more passive on City, and he's finding himself out. And you can always change those. Maybe this will give you more energy to play again, more fun. And because if you stuck right now for some quite time and you're playing bad or whatever is happening in that team, if you change, it might help you. Just because you have new role, you need to watch again some demos, and it can give you second life or something.
Mm. It's interesting coming from a newly appointed G2 member to hear that when, in the first sign of trouble, G2 changed roster.
They have been pretty active.
Yeah, whereas VP is realistically the opposite of that for the sheer amount of time you guys stayed together with those 5 players.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think one of the things that the people at home were talking about was the Zontix interview and the energy that was in that interview. But Zontix is never really a guy that has high energy anyway. So
he's been pretty consistent.
Yeah,
in his interviews.
That's what he just no emotion. So I don't know. It's interesting to see what happens with Spirit because they weren't in the game versus you guys at all. They couldn't do anything. It helped that Hunter mauled them early, nuke, right? That was a big plus, but. Yeah, I think that's a conversation at the moment is what happens with Spirit because they bombed out so hard. But yeah, a tough game.
But it was the same as with Mongols, no?
The second map was atrocious.
Yeah. The first was Ancient close.
It was an overtime
right?
loss. And then the second one
Anubis
kind of...
16, 13-4. I keep saying it's 16. It's still... It's
all right.
It was hardwired at 16.
Many years.
Yeah. Less rounds. Less fun.
Tough.
Do you like the MR12 or the MR15 you prefer?
I think MR15 I prefer still.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that a lot of people still feel that way. What about the quality of Counter-Strike from, maybe not the quality, I think that's an unfair word to use.
No, you can use that. I mean, disciplines over time just get better.
Yeah.
People get better. If we were watch, let's say we rewatched that game in Katowice in 2014, you would, even though you're winning, you would probably think
what are these
what the hell
doing?
are we doing? What are we doing?
I watched a little bit and we played like shit.
Case in point.
Yeah, okay. So the game...
Good shit about
I mean, it was the good shit at the time.
Yeah.
But the evolution of the game, right, and you're still playing now, what are the biggest things that you noticed that have changed from then to modern CS?
I would say the breakout. It was 2017 and 18. I felt like from that time it didn't change that much, 18, 19, when Astralis started to win a lot of tournaments because of us, because we didn't win a E-League major. That's why they started to play better.
The catalyst.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like 2013 and 14, let's say, CS, it was grinding. I remember in Katowice, no one was using Molotovs because they were too not cheap, but
expensive.
Too much expensive, and no one was using it that much. And I said to the guys, Molotovs is so good, in this game, you can just block banana for 7 seconds. So OP, let's play it. And then we started to use it, and then the evolution came more to the util, and people started to use more util. And then I remember even the times when the jump throw game, and I didn't like it. I felt like it changed the game too much because you just insta smoke mirrors window, for example, and before it was like more tactical. You just need to go like top mid, do the smoke top mid, then take the boxes, go like it was like part by part. You were playing CS. Now some of the stuff you can do insta, and I remember we had like a half year, me and Pasha fighting with the guys in VP. We said we're not gonna use it, it's cheating, and we didn't use it for half a year, and people were using. So for example, this was the moment as well with the bind that it came a little bit more competitive because like everything you always. Like most of the time you wouldn't miss the util, because you just click the button. I remember like I was mostly using util with my space or like wheel, and it was harder to obviously to hit. And then like I remember in 2017 at the end when I said to the guys like now meta is gonna to change, like everyone will understand everything in the game, everyone need to be lurker, attacker, like everyone is a support as well in this game. It's not gonna be like this that you have one guy in support, because back in the days you had the support guy, he was always throwing util for you, blah blah blah. But now everyone need to know it, and like everyone need to know how like team operates, how to play in like those clash situations. That is gonna improve each year, and like I feel like now everyone can do everything in the game.
So it's all Astralis' fault, or technically your fault for losing to. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So VP. The pioneers of modern day CS. Okay. All right. Well, we only have a couple minutes left. Is there anything that you guys want to ask each other or say to each other before you play on Friday?
What are you gonna eat today, guys?
I don't know, but I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I think I might order some kebab for lunch. Yeah.
It's good because kebab is not good for us lately.
Why?
I agree.
Some stomach issue for some guys.
Okay, my bad, guys, my bad.
But you can eat like it's
I can eat it.
You
it's
can
fine.
try it.
If I feel good, okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Good luck.
I mean, I guess see you guys on the stage. Gonna have a brawl, have some fun.
Yeah.
Shoot some
Let's have a
headshots.
good game.
Let's
I
go.
will count the
Let's
headshots against you.
Knife,
Nice. I'll count them too.
Yeah,
To see a knife. There has to be a knife.
there has to be a knife.
There has to be a knife.
I mean, Shu is going for it every time, so I think it will be
I
fun to
understand
see it.
him. Yeah.
It will be fun. It will be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we ask the crowd not too much noise, and somebody's behind someone. Make it
If they
fair,
see a
you know.
knife happening, everybody
Let
just
it happen. Let it happen.
Who's the
Natural.
crowd
You know?
favorite? German organization or one
German
of the most
organization.
popular?
Oh, that's a reach.
Well, yeah, it has to, I'm trying. It's going to be G2. Even though you guys are part of the German org, I still feel like they're going to have all the fans.
Yeah, I mean, at least we'll have some now, no?
I think it will be split.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, G2 is also a German organization.
Yeah.
Well, they have headquarters in, was it Berlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of...
So they have nothing going for them.
No. Well, if you knife people, they'll love that.
I mean, I think if I knife Snacks, for example, hopefully we win. I think he's gonna cheer us on. You know, he respects it. I think.
Yeah, I respect as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another fan. You know?
By the way, do you like to play like with there's like booth as well? Like you have like stage with booth, so you have like the headphones and booth like that you cannot hear, or you rather play like.
No, I want to hear the crowd.
Okay.
It's much better. Yeah. I don't know what to
Then
have.
you're saying like you don't like if they shout too much because you go behind and knife.
Yes, but this is like let it happen.
It's part
you
of
know?
Counter-Strike.
Let it happen.
I mean, I like it. Like I'm just asking.
You prefer without the booth?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I don't need sound. I'm like I'm old now. I'm deaf. You know, like it's hard to say, like, he's saying something. I'm like, what, Mario? What? Hey, it's fine. Go. And like I don't know what he's doing.
All right.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Was that your experience as a leader too?
I wasn't.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Yeah. Go ahead.
It's often not, no. All right, so, gentlemen, Friday night, facing off. I hope you guys have some good lunch. And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Playoff podcast with Sora and Faze.
That's correct.
That's that one. How's the hangover?
Oh, there's no hangover, just tired.
Just tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Late game. We rewatched the game, watched some of the game. Played some PUBG to relax. You know.
PUBG to relax.
PUBG to relax.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that the game of choice? Doesn't seem like a very relaxing game.
It's very relaxing.
PUBG is
Yeah,
nice.
it's so slow motion.
What's the stack?
Who's playing? I wasn't playing yesterday.
Me, Robs, and Philip was playing yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Normally he's playing as well.
I was
Stay out of
too
it.
cooked yesterday after that game. I couldn't.
Yeah, you were just outside talking to Finn about all the different rounds that were happening.
Oh yeah,
It's one of those games you'll recount for a while, I imagine.
That's why I couldn't sleep as well. I close my eyes and I see all these rounds playing in my head for like a couple of hours. I think I slept like 2 hours in total.
The ones you were winning or the ones you were losing?
Both.
Yeah, that was a wild game. That was definitely a wild game. I wanted to kick things off with some spice.
Oh, I know you've been trying to do that for years.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll give
For
it a
years.
go. Are you guys surprised to see them as your opponent in the quarterfinals?
Not really, considering the CS you played.
You guys can be honest.
No, honestly, like the CS you guys played from the start when you beat G2 was very impressive. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all seeing you. I think you played up to par with all the best teams, and it's been great Counter-Strike so far.
Well, see, this is
I
how we're
tried.
gonna start.
I
I told
tried.
you. I told you
Okay.
this was gonna be very respectful.
You guys already you gave us a hard time in the blast already. Last time we played you.
Yeah.
I mean, kind
I
of.
feel like you maybe should have won there as well. So
So not really surprised to be honest.
no.
Was that the game where you had the auto sniper?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like when it was like 12-11 or something. You bring out the
I
auto
think
sniper.
Saw this clip on TikTok the night before. I'm like, I'm gonna do this tomorrow if I can.
And all
Yeah,
paid
that
up.
was a bit stupid.
Yeah.
I was seeing the bullets,
Uh-huh.
and I just go to the.
And you just walked in.
Well, you don't think that's going to happen, do you? Not when you're that deep in the game.
Yeah, but you need to think a little bit when you are on that situation.
Sure.
Sometimes you do need.
But,
Well, you guys paid attention to their comeback yesterday?
I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
We're watching the game.
Oh, okay. So now I want to know what you
the
felt.
NTE. I watched NTE. I saw Brokey just throwing some shit to them. So I felt he's going overtime for sure. I knew it. I knew it from the start. Yeah.
That reaction from Brokey, I think, you know, the community is quite polarizing when they see those things. But for Brokey to do it, right? Everyone thinks of Brokey as this quiet guy. I think you guys know Brokey very well.
Yeah.
But that's him. I imagine in game, you see that from him a lot. But for him to project outwards like that, that's pretty unusual, right?
Yeah, even in game he doesn't normally
no
scream.
shit
It's
talk.
been a while since he screamed this much. I don't know.
Okay.
It was just his mood today, yesterday. Like even after the new class, he was just laughing. You know, he was just laughing it off because we kind of had the game in our hands there, and we came into Mirage, and he was still laughing on the T side as well. So.
Okay.
I mean, you guys talked a lot about like passion and emotion and vibes, the key word right now, buzzword, coming into this event. Is that something that you felt you brought to the table so far? Like it's working, you guys are bringing the passion that you want. How did you prepare for that? Because you've been screaming around.
I haven't felt this hype in some time. I said in the practice room yesterday, why the fuck do we have to lose 11-1 to get this the hype going, you know? But I just want to see more of these, you know? Yeah, it felt great.
What, more 11-1 comebacks?
No, I mean, more comebacks, but, you know, just the hype and the presence we had on the server. I think it was something magical we did there.
Do you think it's a gear shift now? Like, do you think that's the change that you've needed? Because Finn said in the interview, it seemed like he was really honest. Like, he's doing a lot more micromanaging and stuff, and obviously that type of win's going to inspire a lot of confidence within the team. So is that what you guys need to push through? Because you have been in a rougher spot.
Yeah, I think Finn is gonna change up a little bit.
Okay.
It's his calling style as well. It's not more just like looking at the playbook and finding around, right? It's more about reading the game as overall, and like something he's doing it when we have stand-ins. And he's just calling more on intuition and trying to figure out exactly which round is gonna be best from the playbook.
So he's changed a little bit. Have you guys changed, like as players, for this, like to adapt to this new style? Because I feel like today leaders have a tendency to take a huge responsibility when things go wrong, and it's very honorable. It's great.
Full on their sword.
You know, I know you know exactly where it comes from.
Someone's got to do it.
But as players, like, what are the changes that you guys went through, or you feel like you're going through?
Yeah, you have something?
I don't think I've changed as a player in that sense. It's more about what style of Finn I prefer. I prefer this style where he's calling on the fly and his intuition. That's how I play Counter-Strike myself. Like I already mentioned it as well, but I don't have a playbook that I'm looking at during the games. I have everything in my head. So I mostly prefer not to being stuck into a playbook and just playing the game and reading as it goes. And I think that's what he's doing now, and I think it's working the best. And that's why we also used to win with stand-in so much, because he was just reading the game, no playbook. It was just him seeing the game and his vision and playing.
When did it go wrong? When did it go wrong then? If you guys used to be like that, you used to win like that, and then when did you start?
When you have 10 pages of strats on one map and you're just looking at that and figuring out, maybe this one, you know, maybe that's a little bit too much.
I think like that's where it gets harder for the in-game leader, though, to have to constantly be, you know, trying to read the game and make those calls. There's going to be some days where that doesn't work. I'm sure you feel that. There's some days where you do have to fall back on the structure.
Yeah, I think the best thing is to have a mix of everything. So you can have the structure side, and you can have like he likes to play, more freedom. So as IGLs, you need to find the best to the players feel very comfortable, and that's what we do. I have some structured rounds, but we really like to play some opening rounds, and after that we can make a lot of decisions. and for them it's easier because they are very skilled guys, and of course they like to play that way because they're gonna feel very well.
I want to circle back if I can, unless you got something you want to jump on.
We have time, Chad.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We have all the time in the world.
Because of their struggles, right, and obviously for you guys, right, we, like being a bit more of an underdog team, you're going to be nice, but I'll ask it anyway. Were you surprised to see them make it to the playoffs?
No, not at all.
No? Expected?
Yeah.
Be honest, guys. Be honest.
No.
It's 11-1, man.
No, when you see a team like Faze, they are always capable to be on the playoffs, and I will be surprised if they were not there. So.
Oh, okay. So you guys almost disappointed.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so.
I think community at 11-1 probably was ready. Yeah. You know, the tweets were ready to load. Cancel.
Yeah, that's the thing. I saw there was like some Reddit comments, and people during that were like, "Yeah, it's happening," and then you see they've gone back and they've edited it, and they're like, "Oh no!" Like all these Liquid fans, like, "Oh no, it's happened again. It's happened again." Okay, so with going into a playoff match between you two now, the map that they've lent on is Nuke.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Nuke on the stage, I imagine, plays very different to Nuke in the studio environment. Is there any tips that you want to give them before you play?
No.
Not that nice.
Something you have to experience, different sounds and a little bit like that. So
yeah,
sound is a little rough there.
That's going to be tough, though, right? Like your best map is a map that requires, and now we have CS2 as well, where the sound cues have been somewhat neutered already. It's going to be like, I'm imagining you're going to pick Nuke.
We'll see.
Veto now here.
Let's do the veto now. We'll get Finn in. We'll do it right now.
I mean, all I can say is that if you can hear a lot worse on stage, I feel like a fast-paced Nuke will be a lot better, and they might surprise them. So okay. We'll see which map we're gonna play.
I'm giving the strats out earlier. First round, execute 1 or 20 seconds. I'm like,
after 10 seconds immediately. I mean. Well, you two are obviously the most experienced side of your team, and I know that because we used to play against each other a very long time ago, but still, I think it's fair to say you're going to experience something new.
Yeah, of course.
How do you feel about what's about to happen to you, like walking on Lanxess, playing in that arena?
Yeah, well, I feel excited because I never experienced something like that. So as a team, we know we are the underdog, and we're gonna play against a great team, so we just want to enjoy and feel that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically it. We don't, of course we want to win, but it's really hard, and we just want to enjoy the stage.
Well, that sounds fair. If we talk about like the bounce back from Faze, I remember seeing you guys in London, and it was not a great moment. I think you at the time felt a lot of disappointment. How did you work your way back to where you are now? Well, your Counter-Strike has been so great, you've surprised everybody. Like, how was that process to go from that disappointment to now shining again as a team?
Well, in London we felt very tired, and we were not feeling it as a team. And right now, I think that everyone is comfortable. We are playing some good CS, and it's easy to play when everything is good. So we are just feeling great, and we're gonna try to keep the mood, and let's see what happens.
With Barry coming in, right? Because he came in towards the tail end of last season for you guys, and then you've obviously done a lot of work in the lead up to this season. But is it a problem when you're playing and he doesn't understand what's going on?
I mean, of course it's harder for him because he doesn't understand Portuguese, but we try to speak English as much as we can. Yeah, during track pauses, practice, I don't know. Outside of the game, we try to speak only in English and make him as comfortable as he can.
Damn, okay.
But it took him a while to get used to us and our style, our personalities. So during the last tournament, he was here, I don't know, for like a month, probably. Yeah. And he was just getting used to it, and it took a while to get some things new into the team. But feel like now is helping us improve so much in such a little time. So from now on, I think everything will be great with him, and he's doing an awesome job.
He's got a nickname, doesn't he?
Yeah, was it Julio?
Yeah, the Portuguese.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't really get it. So.
Well, if you guys don't get it, we're not going to get it.
How like this this marriage of Barry and SAW.
Yeah, never saw that one happening ever.
How did that happen? Exactly.
Does he speak Portuguese? Am I missing something?
How did that happen? How did you guys start just working together?
In Portugal, I feel like there's no one that has the knowledge to help us. So we had to think outside the box and try to get a coach from another team. So I don't know who came up with the idea.
Okay.
Someone contacted him and he was up for it. So we are so happy to have him around.
You didn't want to get Fox? Too busy?
You know, I was thinking about it. Bring Fox.
He's a streamer now. So.
Content creator. Fair enough. All right, so you guys aren't going to talk shit about each other. I tried. I tried to even, flirt a little bit with the map pool conversation. We're not going to get anywhere with that either. I don't think we're going to give away any trade secrets.
No, secrets I think are really guarded.
Yeah. Which side of the bracket's harder?
Damn.
I think opposite side.
I don't know. I think we can make it hard for us.
That's true. Depends on how we play and everything, but I think the other side, like with G2 and Navi.
Yeah, Mouz versus G2.
Mouz, G2 and Navi, right?
Yeah, and then Navi.
Yeah, it's a rough bracket to say the least.
Sure. I mean, there's only great teams left, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Were you guys surprised with the Spirit result?
Yeah.
For sure.
I was. Surprising to say the least.
I went to gym. I was like, I'm gonna watch it after that.
Yeah, this is gonna be a banger game.
I was like 10 minutes there.
I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed.
They won 4 rounds over 2 maps.
Oh, Chad, I was so ready to enjoy myself.
I casted 5 stomps consecutively. It was like a 13-4, 13-4, 13-1, 13-3, 13-6. Like back, it was just all the maps. It was just stomp, 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 stomp. I'm sitting here going, and the T-side win percentage for play-in plus group stage combined, it's more T on 6 out of the 7 maps. The only one that's not is Nuke. Yeah. I don't know, this event, at least from my perspective, there's been so many blowouts. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Your game doesn't count, but...
We never do blowouts.
No. Your Vitality series
score, and then suddenly we let the other team come back or something, and then...
Way back in. Yeah. Like the Vitality game that you guys played was pretty close. I feel like you guys could have won that on Dust 2.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, even Anubis, huh? The 1v1.
The Flames 1v1 is really important.
Oh, yeah. That changed. I feel like it changed the whole, basically, end of the 3rd map.
Well, that must fill you with some confidence, right? Obviously, you have to get past SAW first, but then if you do, you get a rematch against Vitality, who they were in pretty good form against Mouz yesterday. They won 12-0 first half Dust 2 versus them.
That I've heard, yeah.
You guys would have been playing, so you wouldn't have seen that. Yeah, there was a couple of clutches, like Zywo had another ace on the pistol.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good way to start a match.
Yeah. And then there was like a FlameZ 1-on-2, and then there's a Spinks 1-on-2, so they made light work of that. But Vitality as a team, do you guys... Because coming into this, I think for me, framing it, you guys and Vitality, it feels like there's something a little bit off. Like it wasn't just perfectly clicking for both the teams. But they've played pretty good Counter-Strike here. They've played probably some of the best Counter-Strike I've seen them play all year. Okay. I know you're a defender.
No. Pulling some hairs out on the desk.
Oh game against you all. I try to remain like objective. That's all. I think that's the key, right? Being objective, giving props to you when you guys beat them, but at some point, we got to talk about some of these mistakes. I think it's easier to win when you start with an ace and then you start just go off. It's just when things get a bit more complicated, which is why I thought the game versus you guys was interesting, because my thought was, as soon as you guys will fight back, Vitality will liquefy. That was my thought. And it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, cool. Get more of that, more of that. Bring it to the semis if that's going to be the case, but first they have to go past,
Yeah.
It's not,
Well, look, but I'm thinking about all the possible combinations. Like, if G2 beat Mouz, it's the Aleksi B against the core of G2 again, which I think he's like 8-0 in that.
Yeah, he's not losing that.
He's in the pocket, no?
Yeah. Which is kind of a wild head-to-head. There's not too many of those that exist in Counter-Strike. I'm trying to think of other ones that are like that.
No, immediately.
Are there any teams that you guys always beat?
Doesn't Robs has a good stats against Mouz?
Yeah.
We haven't lost Mouz.
Well, you kind of did them dirty for a long time, so...
I just saw, I don't know when I saw that what tournament it was, but I think it's some, like...
He just lost to them. We lost to you.
He lost to them?
We lost to you. It's just going in.
Oh, true.
Come on, man. Which team are you on? No, but yeah, that would have been another conversation if you guys had beaten Vitality, you would have played Mouz. And because you guys always deal with them quite handily, you could have had straight through towards the semi-finals. But they're normally really good in the group stage, and they've dropped a game in the group stage. So there's,
some
things are a little bit different during Cologne at the moment, I would say.
All right. now that Spirit's been destroyed, who's the favorite of the event?
And you can
Who's
say
the favorite?
yourself.
You can say you
Nah.
if you feel like it's you.
You can say yourself.
You can. Why not?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, Faze.
Well, we played Navi yesterday, and they are playing really well.
They were on point, really on point.
Yeah?
I mean, visually, I felt like they were the best team we played against. But looking at the result of G2, I gotta say they're probably a candidate. But
you beat
I mean,
G2.
Yeah, we beat G2. Yeah, but I felt like they were shaky. It was the first game of them for them, so I don't know. Seeing them play, and I felt like they're really on point. But playing against them, I'm like they probably can have some issues. So
G2 Navi has been, but nothing
at the moment
about Faze?
I'll go for Navi. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go for Navi.
Faze hasn't been mentioned. That's good.
Well, they mentioned themselves.
You
You won in 2022, so it wasn't that long ago.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you can do it. You could do it again.
Of course. I know the stage.
Yeah.
Been there a couple of times.
Well, this is where you do your best work. Actually, in that Vitality game, you were having a banger of a series.
Which?
Oh, you were.
Against, unlike Anubis, they three push A main. You bang, bang, bang. You kill them all. Like,
yeah, I don't remember that much. We lost anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, you were owning.
Okay.
Yeah, every time they won a round, it was like, well, Rain got the opener or Rain got an important multi. I couldn't stop talking about you.
All right, I love praise. If I don't win, it doesn't matter. So.
Okay, you just completely wipe it from the memory immediately. Okay, so I guess right now Navi are the #1 team in the world with the rankings. I think that from my perspective, I don't know what the perspective of the table is. You guys already said you think they're on point, but I think tactically they played the best CS. Like they play Counter-Strike with, I think, the best defaults, right? They tend to make very considered mid-round decisions. They never really look too sporadic and shaky. What do you guys make of Navi's style?
I think they're also riding a high wave at the moment. I mean, they are doing good, obviously, and I think they play with a lot of confidence, you know, taking the timings. No, it looks like they have no regrets, no hesitation in the game. I mean, I think personally we'll see if they can keep this up once they will struggle a bit. But I mean, for sure, well, for now, they are definitely the team with the best form, for sure.
Okay. If they struggle a bit, you mean just the team to push back a little bit? Because they took a map off them.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's say if they're gonna have some struggles, you know, like if they're gonna keep losing for a while, then if they're gonna keep playing the same way, or
if they try and change up too much,
or players will, you know, start to hesitate for those 2-3 seconds. Suddenly you're gonna lose the timings, you know, not gonna walk through the smokes anymore, and these kind of things.
Riding the confidence wave, you know. You see JL buying a revolver and stuff in Blast, and
yeah, that's what was ridiculous.
Going for all these trick shots and stuff, you know. So they're having fun when they're playing, and that's when teams are the most dangerous. So
yeah.
Is that the team you would like to face in the grand final?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Any reason for that?
I couldn't imagine.
I can't imagine why.
You wanna tell him?
We have some revenge to do. I don't know. We gotta get it at some point.
How many games? Like for how many games is that gonna go on?
The revenge?
Yes.
I don't know.
Forever, I think.
For a long time. Yeah.
Which map of that series hurts the most, or just the series overall?
The major?
The major?
Yeah.
Probably Inferno.
But where Bit just went off.
Yeah, because we also have lost it like once since he got into the team. That's the only loss we have, I think.
Personally, I say Ancient, man.
I don't know.
I think...
You can disagree to agree, or agree to disagree.
Yeah, I mean, in my eyes, it should have been 2-0, to be honest. I had some crucial whiffs in the crucial moments, and I think it cost the round as well. So yeah, I think for me, Ancient was the hardest.
Okay, so you want to face Navi rematch. Who do you want to face in the final, if you could? And you can pick the easiest.
I mean, I gotta choose Navi because it's the team that beat us. So.
Well, you can only play him in the semi. No, wait, never mind. You guys are in the semi bracket.
That
How
happen.
did I screw that up?
It's okay,
We
Chad.
literally talk-
It's very complicated.
Yeah, he said it's early. More sleep, right? Yeah. Okay, so Navi as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they beat us, so we gotta revenge.
All right. Okay.
I'm trying to think. You guys don't have a history with Vitality, right? I'm trying to...
No, we just played
we
an
played them
online,
once in the best of one.
COVID.
Okay.
And
we beat them in the best of one. That was it.
Okay. So now
long time ago.
we're gonna be hopeful and positive. You beat Faze, you move on, you play Vitality. How does that matchup feel like?
I don't really know because we are not used to play against them. So against Faze we played 1 month before. So against Vitality I don't know really what to expect because we never play against them. So
There's no pressure, no pressure. I mean, in everyone's head, we should
Just
be.
don't get dazed by that.
Hope don't cyber on ace and pistol. You're good.
If he kills four, run the last guy.
Just don't go as a group. There you go. You know,
So we said if he kills 4 in pistol, last
Don't
guy
give him
run
the
all the
ace.
way.
Just run.
Vertigo, jump off the map.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm trying to think. Your team, right? If we're looking at the 3 other individuals that you have, obviously less experience, but none of you have been on a stage before. If you had to think about it as the 2 elder statesmen of the roster, is there a player of those 3 who you think will perform better on the stage, like in that type of a spotlight? Because we've had players in the past, like Sampaius, for example. I remember talking to Snappy, and he was like, yeah, he's the type of guy who loves having the spotlight on him and performs better under the big stage.
Well, I don't know what to expect because it's first time for everyone. So
I have a name in my mind. I mean,
who gonna play better? Yeah, Michel.
Michel, of course. Yeah, Jerks, because
I
feel like he has no feelings. He's like a robot.
Yeah,
so.
So do you think he'll play better or he'll play the same and everyone else might play a little bit?
I mean, he's on the play good. He's always playing good, so that's the best thing of him. He has no feelings. It doesn't matter if he goes 0-50. I remember again, he was actually playing against Barry in the conference for a spot in the Pro League. So it was 0-15, first half. Second half, he killed like 1 or 2 on the pistol, and they lost 16-2, I think. So next map, he did like 32 frags. Like it was nothing.
Okay,
so,
just shrugged it off.
Yeah, he has no feelings. Doesn't matter if he's playing bad or good, he's just gonna destroy.
He does always the same decisions. If he needs to go, he just go. He doesn't care about the score. So, yeah, he is really, really good.
Okay.
All right,
good.
keep eyes on you, Jokes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna use that.
Yeah. All right.
It's gonna come at the desk at some point.
Who do you guys think are gonna win out of Mouz and G2?
Well, G2 are scary, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think,
good individuals.
Niko, it's in top of form right now, and Monazi, it's Monazi. So I would say, of course, the other guys are really good, but those 2, they are different.
I feel like now with Malbs, we can start to have the conversation of who has the most firepower in this playoff.
Yeah.
What team has the most firepower in the playoff? Pure skill, pure just straight shooting your face.
Well, a team. If I need to choose a player right now, I think that the best player in the world, I will say Beat. Beat is.
I actually agree.
Okay. Really?
The shit he's been pulling off lately is actually crazy.
He's crazy.
Beat, it's insane.
Well, that's a revelation.
It's instant all the time.
People are getting removed from the screen when I watch the point of views, bro.
Yesterday we lost a round. It's insane. Story just he did a leg shot with up. He just go with USP, just full confidence, and he just insta kill him. And after that, 1 versus 2, very easy. 10 HP. So that round cost us a little bit on Nation.
Yeah.
All right.
So for me, Beat as a team, I don't know. I think that everyone is playing really good. G2, I think they improved a lot right now. Faze are Faze. Mouz are very solid, very good. I don't know. Everyone is shooting really well.
Fair enough.
I know maybe we are the weakest team. So.
Well, that's the surprise of the event, right? Like that goes without saying. Like you guys are the odd one out of the teams in the playoffs. It's like, oh shit, Saul's here as well. But the thing is, it's not like you fluked your way here. The type of Counter-Strike you were playing was very comprehensive, right? And I think like they mentioned that they thought it was good CS, so there's respect on the name. So it's not like people are just like, oh, they had a couple of easy wins and they got through. You had to beat G2, who absolutely murdered that lower bracket. Like it's like that form that you were in with the FaZe roster back in, was it like 2017 or whatever?
It's New York, I think.
Yeah, and you guys just owned everybody.
13-4 or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. Just owned everybody.
Yeah,
like,
it looks a little bit very similar.
That type of form.
Like the 117 eco rating at the end of the event.
It was that was a crazy event back then. But that's kind of what the vibes are getting from G2 in the lower bracket. But with them going up against Mouz, if they beat Mouz, I think they're going to have a tough time against NAVI. Because I think NAVI have the style that will slow G2 down a bit, and it won't just be about how hard can they shoot. Because like obviously across the board, that team, like Mouz's aim is nuts as well. You got niko and Mouz, like it's like wow, okay, so they can. And the fact that Hunter's even finding good form, because Hunter and niko were a bit of a worry when CS2 started. They weren't really finding any form, but now everybody's contributing, and even Snacks gets away with some of his plays too. So they can do a lot, but I think G2 will struggle against the Navi. I got that on the record now. Maybe I shouldn't have said that here. This might age very poorly.
You're giving a lot. You're giving us a lot, Chad. That's good.
But is there a play style that can beat teams that are just really strong firepower-wise? Because I don't know how much you've looked at G2.
We've looked at some of their games and stuff. I think I don't know. I think maybe Navi, it's like you're saying, it can counter them and how they play. Other than that, you just gotta win the fights, right? So yeah, it's Counter-Strike at the end of the day.
Yeah, just shoot him.
Gotta shoot back. Gotta shoot back.
Shoot him faster.
The basics. The basics. Okay. Where else can we go with this?
Trying to think.
Because they don't want to. They're like, oh, you know, everyone's good. We're happy to be here.
Of course. Why would they not be?
Exactly. Yeah. No, I understand that, but I'm trying.
Fair.
Okay. So you guys had like a little. What's the best word? You're having a resurgence now, right? So like there was a bit more hype around SAW earlier in the year, and then it kind of dulled a bit, and then now that's back again. So what changed? And it can't just be Berry, right? Is there anything else that's changed for you guys to find a bit more form again? Like what was the learnings you had in the off time?
I mean, we for sure you learn a lot from every loss we have against Faze. We learn a lot as well. So I kind of feel like it's really hard for a tier 2 team to keep playing every tournament and don't have any time to actually practice, rest, and so on. I know that they have a lot of traveling and so on, but we are a tier 2 team. It's really hard to improve when we have an official match like every day. So it's really hard for us to improve on every map. And if you keep losing, it's really hard to come back and get your confidence back. So if we had some issues after the major and the last qualifier, but with some rest, with the help of Barry, we knew what we had to improve on, and we did it.
This is not even adjacent to what the type of Counter-Strike we've got here, but who is I don't even know if annoying, who's the best team that you guys play online that we wouldn't expect?
We played online.
Is it like like one of these names I can just imagine like an Aurora or a Bait or something?
Yeah, really tough, Aurora.
Yeah. A couple of months ago, we never win against them.
We won against them on a best of 1 nuke.
Oh yeah.
Damn good memory.
It's a best of 1, but I mean best of 3s. It was hard.
I don't know. Every team that plays with 5 ping against us, they have a lot of
words. The 5 ping.
We played an official with
against
5 ping, and it was of course it was 2-1, but shooting wise it was so easy. So I think we suffer so much in Portugal.
We can talk some shit like I mean, if you lived in Germany or somewhere around here, we'll be.
That's right. You guys played an official on the same day you played against NAVI.
No,
right?
the day before.
The day before.
Yeah.
And,
that's so crazy.
You're playing from here?
Yeah.
You had official game from here?
Yeah.
Challenger or something?
In that room with 40 degrees.
Yeah. No AC, it was impossible. So, I mean, if we played every day from Germany with 5 ping, we'll be so much better online. So much better.
Yeah. What I feel is that when we are not so good with that ping, we will be. How can I say that? We will be good in a good level with that ping.
I mean, our level will be higher.
That's
what I mean, I think.
So.
It's like this Adrian buff, you know?
Yeah.
The 100 ping.
Time with 100 and then come to LAN at 0.
Yeah.
Different game.
What's the ping like from Portugal? What do you guys get from there?
50 every time.
Yeah.
50 and CS2 feels really bad.
That's a delay.
50 is not that good.
It is crazy how much of a difference like CS2 compared to CSGO, the ping, like, because in 1.6, you guys remember, in 1.6, that high ping felt like shit. Like when pulling out nades and stuff, it would feel delayed. CSGO, it didn't feel terrible, but in CS2, you can feel it again.
Yeah.
Like it feels like there's, I don't know if it's sub-tick or what, but you can definitely feel it.
I mean, and another side of that is, how hard is it for you guys to, obviously from the major on, you step into the spotlight, you play these great competitions against best teams and all, and then you still have to have 1 foot on the tier 2 and all of these online events. How hard is it to like balance, like in terms of expectations and the Counter-Strike that you play on one event, on LAN, and then it's online, you play against different people, different kind of Counter-Strike, different expectation, like how hard is it?
Harder than the other.
Yeah. I mean, you've ever been to an open qualifier?
Oh, the online events must be tough.
Open qualifiers are hell. So how do you...
Spent some years there.
How was it for you to balance that? Like,
Well, it's really hard because you are used to play against the best teams. After that, you need to prepare a game against a tier 3 team. And I don't know, they just play different. They just run. They do things that Barry told us a lot of things that because on pracs we practice a lot sometimes against tier 3 teams. And he just said, we're gonna stop doing that because we kind of get afraid of everything.
Oh,
we are playing. We go. We are practicing against a tier 3 team. They just run, and we start to get afraid. To okay, after this move, they can do this, and he just wanted to play. We practice against them sometimes, and just a lot of good teams, and that's the main change right now.
So you would learn the wrong habits if you practice against like these teams that just
for
rush
sure.
you all the time.
One issue that we had was, for example, before Blast, we were playing Inferno, and everything we did in Banana always worked. So then we get to Blast, and nothing works. Like, why? That's because we're playing against tier 3 teams that they basically don't do shit on Banana, and it's easy to take. So in our heads, we think we are doing everything perfect on Banana. We are playing so good. Then we get to play against tier 1 teams, we get this right. So
there is utility coming back.
You're taking space, yeah.
Okay.
That was an issue.
I guess you guys probably get to the point where you're like, yeah, it'd be nice to stay at home and play some online events, but when you have to play against...
We have one coming up.
Yeah, we qualify for Showdown.
It's a different online event, isn't it? It's a different online event. You qualified for Showdown. That's one way to look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one way to look at it.
We made it.
Yeah, the loss to NIP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or did we lose?
So you want to play some online Counter-Strike?
Yeah, we just couldn't wait. Wanted to go straight from Cologne and get some nice quality online CS.
When was your last online Counter-Strike?
Thunderpeak.
When was it?
Thunderpeak.
Thunderpeak, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was online.
That was late last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you won
was the second tournament. So
I lost.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he lost.
He won.
Oh, now you're with him?
Oh, yeah.
And look, I think, all right, you're going to go back to play Showdown. So the season for you guys is now very busy.
Well, after Cologne, we actually have some time to relax.
Yeah?
It's been more busy like coming into Cologne.
Off the break.
WC and then Blast for just 10 days.
Are you guys going to Rio?
Yes.
Okay. So. And then we got the major coming up. So the RMR's in China. You guys are all set for that, right? Are you guys in the...
Closest. I mean, we hoped for Cologne to be a month earlier so we can get the points, but we have to play the closest online, so...
Okay. Shit.
Another one of these.
Yeah. And there's a lot
of... to play online?
Yeah.
Didn't this BC game with Jewel get invited to RMR?
I don't know if we have the list.
No, I think it was the closest.
Is that closest?
Yeah,
it's
I think.
closest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That would be weird if so.
Well, he said he didn't cheat, didn't he? Isn't that what Joel's saying?
That's what they all say.
Statement is out.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
What else is he supposed to say?
I don't know that I
cheated.
You know, you can't I don't know. I've never used that Acros anti-cheat. Yeah. Who knows?
Don't look at me, Chad. I don't know.
We actually played against them in an official match with Acros, and it was totally off, I think.
He was off?
Yeah.
No, one of the maps he was...
Oh, no, he was good on the map, and then he got destroyed on the next one. Yeah. But we didn't feel like he was cheating. I don't know.
Oh, dear.
So it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never played him, so I don't really know either.
The Swedish goat.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Lifting his mouse a little bit.
More tournaments with Acros.
Yeah, you want more with it?
Yeah, of course.
See how many Joels it can catch?
They feel comfortable with Faze it and T-shit.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, so what else have we got to talk about? I'm trying to reach deep into our pockets.
Yeah, we're reaching out. We were talking about cheating right now, so
yeah,
we're really reaching out.
But
we're
hey,
really getting into some.
We're getting into the deep rabbit hole.
We went online Counter-Strike. Where else could we go with this? What do you guys want to ask each other? Any questions?
How are you guys?
Tired. Really tired. I mean, we've been here for, I don't know, 2 weeks, probably, almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You bootcamp before?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
Bootcamp, 1 week off, and then we came here.
1 week off?
Yeah, 1 week off at home.
At home.
Oh, okay.
There's no vacation.
Holy shit.
Is that it? That's all you guys want to ask?
Yeah, I'm really tired today,
I slept
man.
2 hours, man.
I slept like 3.5.
I closed my eyes and I saw all these rounds in my head playing out.
Well, tell us about some of them.
There's this round on you, I pushed over an hour peak. My balls were just too big and I just peaked, man. I died.
So that's a regret.
That's a regret, yeah.
You were talking to Finn about some setups you'd never seen before in Mirage.
Then this 5v3 we lose, man.
5v3, I was already celebrating. I was like, I was like, no, it's A-split, and they can only go ramp. I see 2 guys ramp, and I'm like, it's over.
I didn't even know what happened.
Oh, they don't kill anybody. What's happening? And then I missed the vent because of the smoke, so I'm laid down.
I was on the control guy.
He
then
whiffs a little bit.
Finn whiffs from ramp to the yellow guy. And yeah, we lose the round. Then we lose the
overtime.
And then we go to Mirage. And then, I mean, T-side, we just are getting whooped left and right. I feel like entry. And then...
What's the atmosphere when you start this last half? It's 1-11.
Surprisingly happy, though.
Yeah?
Very happy.
Why?
Okay, why?
I mean, not happy, but like... Don't care. I mean, what can you really do at that point?
No, I respect that. You're 2 rounds away from being eliminated at that moment.
Yeah.
But you still just take it easy. Just have a good time.
Don't give a fuck anymore, right? We won the pistol and we just started screaming.
Yeah.
And I
felt
think
like we won.
I think they just like, what's going on? We're winning.
Threw them off a bit.
Yeah. Brooke is standing up, showing the middle fingers. I think he threw them off. And I knew when we started winning and started rolling a little bit, then it's gonna get rough for us. It's the first time IGL on a big tournament, so we can get rough very fast.
We had a couple of check-ins with you guys during that comeback, and the sentiment the entire time, like you were like, at one point you were like, yeah, in a couple more rounds they're gonna get scared, and you were chipping in with the same type of stuff when we heard, and that you saw that happening. There was rounds where they're trying to enter into sides and their aim, they're just pressing mouse 1, and it doesn't even look like they're really aiming. Like the crosshair's kind of in the right position.
Yeah,
but just ring is gonna hit. You're gonna close the game out.
You just also feel like the shoulder peak Counter-Strike is coming, you know? There's not that go.
Yeah.
Like on the CD side, they were just running everywhere.
Yeah.
And then on FTF, they were just like, going back and forth.
One step,
like,
one step ahead, 2 steps ahead.
But if you check the contrast between the T rounds before overtime and first overtime round, it's 2 different teams that they played. Like suddenly they won the first overtime round, but they played completely different, just full W, full balls.
Which I that's a big learning experience for that team. It's in the worst possible way. I couldn't imagine what losing like that would feel like. Like that's a tough loss. That's the type of loss that could stick with you. Like you don't forget about that quickly.
They're so young as a team as well.
Yeah.
I think and also I think they're gonna forget about the first.
Like this will only make them stronger probably. Yeah. Or it will break them, but I doubt that very much. I doubt that very much.
It's been like a month. I feel like you shouldn't break them at this point. You know?
I mean, they have good thing going on, probably. Like, not probably. For sure, they have good thing going on, right? I mean, they pushed us to the very limits. So, yeah, I mean, I think they're just going to learn from this and grind, and they'll get better.
What do you think about this ultimate kid?
Ooh. My man is overpeaking.
He's confident.
He's confident, yeah. He has no fear, looks like.
I guess they kind of need that in a way.
It's good to see.
Eventually, like with Monacy, I think at EWC he was doing a lot of overpeaking. Even Niko was telling him off.
There were a few mistakes that we were not used to.
Egregious.
There were a few moments where you wonder what was going on.
Yeah, but that's the thing with an AWPer, especially a young one. I don't know if Monacy still fits in that category, but Ultimate, you don't want to ride him too hard for those mistakes because having an AWPer lose their confidence.
No. You don't want to cage him.
That's the worst thing.
No.
Because then they'll never go for the plays, and then it's over. Like you've ruined him. You've OC'd him, or you've coosted him.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have here, like, I think it's a great example in Saul. Like, you guys, obviously, the experience. You bring some new kids on the block, and they're a bit crazy. And probably they try some stuff where you're thinking, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
How do you make sure that you keep the good? You help them clean it out, but you don't want to make them feel, like, afraid or, you know, shy of taking, like, how do you walk this line?
Well, at the beginning, what we did was they will do everything that they did before, and we just adapt.
Okay.
So I think it was more rough for us, I think.
Yeah,
not rough, but...
The was a bit different than ours, so... But they're not really too crazy.
Okay.
I mean, our AWPer is a bit calm, supportive as well. The only craziest one is probably Michel.
Yeah.
He just likes to run around.
A little bit. And Rosdos is on his thing.
Okay.
He's maybe like Robs. I don't know how it's Robs, but Rosdos he just does his thing.
You just let him be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I get that. What you say was you let them do what they wanted to do, and it was a bit hard for you. Why was it hard for you? Like different Counter-Strike, different way of thinking about the game?
Well, it was not very difficult, but what I wanted is that they feel very comfortable, and we could adapt a little bit. And after that, of course, we need to put a little bit of our game.
Mm-hmm.
But they came. They were kids, but they came with a lot of knowledge already. So it was easy to start playing with them, and it was, I don't know, it's a surprise that they came with so much knowledge with so much level.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, we felt that since the beginning that with time we could do good things, and this year it's amazing for us because we go through the major, and we are here, first arena for us, so only good things.
Yeah, I'm sure Friday can't come quick enough, right?
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
All right, perfect ending. Sweet. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We're done.
Thank you.